Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of the Lodge at Endsmeet, where we're actually back at Endsmeet. Let's go ahead and get a player's recap for a point of inspiration, if anybody's willing.
Hello, I'm willing.
Emily,
Hooray.
it's Emily's
Uh-oh.
recap once again. Go for it.
Emily's recap, session 53. Seeker left us a sweet note saying that he essentially, he hates that he almost killed Artie and he really wants to get a handle on this vampire stuff before he comes back, and he will meet us in Endsmeet when he has a handle on his shit. We miss you, Simic.
Yeah.
Artie used his infusion that he made for Seeker to give Boots of the Winding Path to Velen, which will let her go somewhere, basically teleport somewhere that she has already been, so she can basically get out of a jam. If she gets wrapped up somewhere. And she made this great joke about how she's excited to unmake her bad decisions, which prompted Cal to remark to ask why Velen is in debt so much. And then Velen explained why we needed to pay back her brother because we spent all this money to resurrect Claudia. And so we just kind of gave Cal a brief rundown about that. The first day of travel, we encountered some ambush that Echo had planned for us that was apparently that he didn't expect to happen the very first encounter. But we were ambushed by extremely competent hobgoblins for mysterious reasons. Fortunately, they didn't get a surprise round, or we would have been totally fucked. They fired at Tess, and then Cal deflected an arrow. Very cool. The Call was incredibly cool in this fight, as in every fight. Artie understood Goblin and kept yelling yelled that they were fucking with the wrong people and cast Fireball for the first time, and then immediately had it counterspelled by their caster. Boo. The enemies were really heavily armored. There seemed to be two commanders, a spellcaster, and a spellcaster, and then a bunch of foot soldiers that were no joke. They could deal a lot of damage. Velen had this great line where she said, "Welcome to the traveling carnival of what the fuck is about to happen to you," and then baned three of them, which was very helpful. The kind of foot soldiers fucked up Call and Tess and Artie and Velen, and they all took some pretty heavy damage. But Call stopped them. They basically stopped targeting Call with arrows because they figured out that she could deflect them. So they were really smart and coordinated. Artie got to use his new fadeaway ability and disappeared and just fucked off when he got hit, which was pretty cool. Velen's shield of missile attraction had some drawbacks in this fight because it kept attracting arrows to it. Tess got to use Spirit Guardians for the first time, and the Spirit Guardians looked like a changeling that wasn't Tess or Cal and had a halberd. And then Sal kindly gave me an inspiration so it would not immediately fade away, which I appreciate. Thanks very much, Sal. Call brilliantly threw a silence bomb at one of the casters, and then deflected a critted javelin on Claudia, prompting Penn to stay with us, Call, which became very ironic about 20 minutes later. When one of the captains, Claudia also basically during this fight, Claudia figured out the process of filling up her soul pantry, which goes like this. She can dedicate a soul to Tallow by applying her own blood to the weapon, striking the target and dealing injury, and then claiming the soul for Tallow, which triggers a charisma saving throw. And if the creature fails, it basically goes to Tallow immediately. The Dread Through Spile theoretically makes her soul DC go up once, per every soul she has in the pantry, but because we're spreading it out, it's only going up by one. There's also something about her hex. Her hex isn't required to be on the combatant as long as they fail the saving throw. But otherwise, if the hex is on it,
You have to deal the killing blow, and then they have to fail a saving throw.
unless the hex is on it, I think the hex helps.
Yes, you're right. The hex supersedes the killing blow, but
the hex supersedes the killing blow. So we have this interesting new little combat mechanic to play around with. That's neat. The spellcaster put a wall of flame directly on Velen, and she fortunately passed the saving throw and did not go down in the flames. The captain ordered a full retreat and was very mad at us for coming after him anyway, because he thought it was dishonorable. Duplicate Tess had a cool moment where she got to walk through the fire, and the duplicate walked through the fire and cast command on the goblins, but that got counterspelled. already cast another fireball and hit a couple of them, but couldn't see through the firewall. And then Velen had a lot of good lines last session. She said, "Oh no, Goblin Daddy," and then tried to make them fall over with Rotherham's psychic lance, and I think that didn't work. Oh no, it was hideous laughter. It was Tasha's hideous laughter, but that didn't work. Call literally flew over the firewall and took no damage because of evasion, which was cool as hell. And then Claudia straight up walked through the fire on purpose to dash after it and just like took the damage because because she was trying to get more souls for her pantry. Unfortunately, the spellcaster then cast banishment on Call, and then somebody cast a dimension door, and so the big players kind of got away. And that's basically how we lost Call. Was that she got banished for a second time to the astral plane, which was like fine by Call. Tess cast sending, and nat 20'd her sending, so that her message got through, and her message was basically like, "Are you okay? Do you want us to come after her?" And Call was like, "No, say goodbye and thank you." And so that was kind of bittersweet. Great for Call, but bittersweet for the rest of us. The captain said that he would remember that dishonor. So, and then we kind of talked about like why the fuck would some hobgoblins want to go after us. We speculated about that, and Artie kind of like told us what he knew about hobgoblins, which is they're organized, and they're terrifying, and they have strict rules of battle, and so we've clearly insulted them at this point, but it's unclear why a warband was coming after us in the first place. Hobgoblins they are very well informed despite being nomadic, so we don't know exactly what's going on there. Velen searched the bodies and found a couple of suits of plate mail made of volcanic steel, which I assume, I don't know if it's for the prosthesis, but Artie took that. We have 3 long swords to sell. We have 10+1 javelins. We have 20+1 arrows that are for Gideon. We have a couple of longbows and 350 gold. Tess said a prayer and is going to continue to say prayers for anyone that's in the Dreadthirst vial. While she did that, the symbol of Venosa, the tyrant, showed up to kind of show that the souls were spoken for. Velen had a funny conversation with Dawes about that. Artie reached into his bag and discovered that Killian was no longer there, and instead there was a mysterious note telling us that it was strange that our meeting ended how it did, but apparently Killian serves forces greater than even the pompous Achatari can manage, and so he thinks that we'll see each other again.
You just
Unclear.
crawled out of the bag.
Yeah, he
I
just
guess.
apparently crawled out of the bag and left a
What the
note.
fuck?
So that's fine.
On whose watch?
Yeah, right. We talked about how our list of enemies after this. So we now have a mysterious band of hobgoblins, potentially Killian and his greater force, question mark. The 7th Trellis assassins, not technically our enemies, but we have to go kill one of them, or we have not a 7th Trellis, we have to kill whoever the
The
contract
person who
holder.
hired the 7th Trellis.
Yeah. We have the Verdant Death for killing its baby, and maybe Toriax. He's a temporary ally for right now, but a very scary one. So those are our current active list of at least the ones that we could remember.
And all of Claudia's backstory.
Yeah, well, also that, yes.
And Velen's brother. You don't need
Well,
to kill him. And the guy that locked Artie in a basement.
oh my God, I'm only doing the ones that we talked
Chadwick
about
Von
in the
Dong?
recap, dude.
Sorry, they're just coming up.
There was basically nothing else happened. Nothing else of interest happened. Well, actually, that's not true. We heard rumors of the Hobgoblin War Band, but nothing else hurt us until Claudia nat won a Constitution saving throw and became infected by a disease called Mortis Serum. That Artie was halfway through explaining that he's not a medical guy, and then was like, "Oh shit, I know what that is." It's apparently carried by Baracatiles, so Seeker.
Joffrey!
Joffrey! Yeah, so Tess, fortunately, Tess in her normal cautious fashion had greater restoration prepared to begin with, and so that it was very scary, but relative for this, at least this crisis was relatively easily dealt with. The greater restoration seemed to sort of fix the problem for right now. And then we got back to Endsmeet, and it was really cute, and we saw Thomas, and Tess woke him up with Ascending because she's an asshole, and he said hi to Claudia, and then she immediately finched away from him, and there was a lot of worry about it, and she was worried about Taolo, and we saw Gideon, and that was really happy, and Tess and Villain immediately clocked that Tana the Glassmaker Wizard was there overnight. Already discovered that Nat 20'd his inspection of his workshop, and therefore discovered that everything had been moved 3 inches to the left, and had a little meltdown about it.
2 inches to the left.
3. I thought it was 3.
It was 2. It was 2.
Oh man, okay. It was
3 was too much. He did
Very important
It was too much.
distinction.
Okay, got it.
Big detail.
I will change my notes. It was 2 inches to the left. I'm very sorry. Um, he keeps talking about how he doesn't trust Gideon anymore. We'll see how long that lasts. He went around and manically fixed everything. Drenyer said hi and gave us liquor. Um, Tess gave Dylu's garden back to Gideon, and that sparked a little conversation about why Claudia doesn't have it anymore. And Gideon like isn't Monster Slayer that insight checked Claudia and figured out that her presence was different and not undead, but like he's kind of like he's not
Undead
sure what's
adjacent.
going on.
Like a little undead.
I'm undead adjacent.
Undead adjacent.
Like she's been
Tess,
rolling in the undead. She's like,
yeah, right.
Basically, spiritually, yes.
Like a dog, like a dog. Tess,
Aw.
like a wolf, like a little wolfie.
Yeah.
Tess had a little side conversation with Thomas to sort of like didn't
oh, she
reveal
needs a bath.
any huge information, but basically was like it was bad. Um, but is like she still loves you very much. Gideon, we discovered, is not actually a person that listens to gossip. Hilariously. So he told us that Nizik almost burned down his place but had no details. He told us that they were building a hotel called the Wax and Claw but had really no details, although folks seem to be coming through because it's safer now, because the war is over theoretically. Um, and Artie kind of started to manically, talk about how Seeker left and is also a vampire now, and Artie made best friends. Velen hand gestured with Ashatari, and that we killed the Beholder. And Velen said Shadowstead is a town that used to have existed and now no longer exists, and that was a crazy sentence. We talked a little bit about Toriax and kind of like the sort of weird allyship that we have to him. And when we talked about that, Drenyer said that there is this person that we told them what the human form looked like, and this matches a description of a person that has been showing up every night at the bar. Tess also briefly mentioned her dad and the Soulstone contract and everything. And Tana says that she has some connections in the Hells and might be able to look into Soulstones.
She said she has connections in the Fae, not the Hells, because of her going back and forth between those when she was working for Raynor.
Okay, Tess.
But Tess specifically in the Hells, and she said no. I have like some Fae people.
Okay. So, Artie, thank you. I'll change my notes. Artie introduced Barry to everybody. Little Belle was very excited to see Claudia. We were talking about Dilo's garden, and that's around the time that Velen basically said that coming back from the dead had some costs, and this made Thomas very concerned, and he stayed the night and talked to Claudia a little bit about that. And then the session ended with Artie going down to fix his workshop and making up a bed for Call in case she came back.
Yeah.
You want to give a brief RP text, Cap?
Sure. Do you want to do that, or should I?
You got it.
Okay.
You got it, please.
Yeah, sure. In between sessions, in between this session and that last session and now, Artie, Douche and I also did a little scene with Artie and Tess, where Tess basically went down to kind of like hang out in Artie's workshop and stay the night there, and said that she was sorry for missing his birthday, and Artie was like, "Man, you care more about that than I do. Like, it's okay, it's totally cool, like the thing doesn't even count, like he basically made clear, like, you're my family and that's all I really care about." And Tess kind of like asked about his original parents, and he was sort of like, I don't know, I have no leads on my original parents because I was like put on a doorstep on an orphanage, when I was a baby, but whatever, it's fine. And then he said he had a way with words with this. He said, "You seem restless with all the changing," which is a way to make Tess feel a way about her own god and the thing that she's supposed to be doing. But she at least like copped to it and basically told him that Jimino, after she went down in the fight, Jimino basically had said that like she wants Tess to be more trusting, because she has not changed about this really. And Artie was very excited that he gave the same advice as a god. Um, and they eventually kind of got talking about. Um, she asked if he had any advice about like how to do that, and he was like, "No, you either trust someone or you don't," and that was like a thing that made Tess spiral a little bit. But in the meanwhile, they were talking about maybe like Tess was like, "Well, maybe we can just have a general party because it's cool to be back in Endsmeet." and we fought a beholder, and that's cool. We didn't really get to celebrate that or anything, and so Artie started immediately planning, like, ooh, we could do a carnival, and I can make whack-a-mole and maybe a dunk tank, and maybe we can play horseshoes and like a milk bottle game. Like, so they started like planning a potential like little party / carnival thing, and
Which will lead in at least 3 deaths.
and had a conversation about trust. At least 3 what?
It's gonna result in at least 3 deaths.
But,
because it's ramping up?
Listen,
Yes,
listen.
of course
He
it is.
specifically said he wasn't going to use fireworks.
He was like, I
so
should
it's
make some
probably-
fireworks. And then he's like, never mind, fireworks
Yeah,
attract dragons.
See, Artie is having character development. So anyway, that was that's the recap of all those things.
Well done. I think that is everything. So
That is everything.
went absolutely. You've earned a point of inspiration.
Let's
Hooray.
Dooch and Emily have the inspo for the RP, right?
Correct. That rule still exists. So, before anything else, before you can hit the long rest button,
Oh no. Things.
Velen, I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
What'd you do, Velen?
Boy.
You're getting scryed on, bet.
I'm gonna get a saving
Great
throw.
start. Hot start.
Okay.
It's an 8.
All right. Everyone go ahead and hit the long rest button.
Yay!
Okay, that's interesting and terrifying.
I
get a
do.
long rest.
Yep. Everybody.
It's not scary.
And with that, we will pull the map over to the map of Endsmeet,
Where we are!
where you are.
Oh, it's snowing.
It is snowing. It is wintry. It is a bit cold. But you're back home. Velen, when you awake, you can't help but feel as though you've had a dream, but you cannot remember it. You felt nervous and anxious, even paranoid when you awoke, but it's gone. You had a nightmare, probably. That's
Fuck
where
it.
you are.
Time for breakfast.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, all of you awaken at number 3, Walker Way. What do you do?
I love
some
that
of you
the
have
waxen
accompaniment.
claw says
I got
whip.
shit to do.
Working, yes.
I got shit to do today.
Oh yeah?
I'm sure you do. We're gonna handle these in order, based on how long I think it's gonna take, and I imagine Artie's is probably a significant investment.
It'll be quick, yeah.
It'll be quick. I don't know
We don't have
about
RP at all.
Okay.
But yeah, you
before-
can have other people do stuff.
Before anything else, you guys did have some downtime while you were riding into town, and we did kind of skip that in the nature of getting to Endsmeet itself. So, if there was anything you guys wanted to accomplish whilst you were riding the cart to Endsmeet, that last week and a half stretch, speak now or forever hold your bacon.
I think we were still trying to finish, we were still trying to do our teaching exchange of, I was looking at trying to get religion proficiency and trying to get the actor feat.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Remind me of your progress on those already?
We weren't, we,
I didn't know
we were rolling for it,
that's
but we had some shitty rolls early on, and so I think
so. I didn't keep keep track. I didn't know I was supposed to keep track.
Oh damn, Tana's cute.
I know.
But we
Ooh.
Yes.
Good pull, Gideon.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you guys got to keep track of your progress, or at least of the rolls that you've already rolled. I can't do all that. But for the sake of the second half, let's go ahead and
Kind of a fucking breakdown, you guys.
for your actor feat, I'm going to require... Well, okay. How would you teach this, out of curiosity? Like, what's the flavor here?
Improv games.
Yeah, we were talking about the problems. The other thing that I wanted to note from actor is that one
Just
of the
like,
things
whose
that
line
actor
is it
gives you-
anyway on the card?
Yes.
One
Scenes
of the
from a
things-
hat.
I mean, and this is especially fun for Tess because she can just literally be the person. She can just like that's part of why she wants to do it. She wants to just be the person. One of the things that I noticed that I think is that like Tess kind of already comes in with as a strength is as a changeling, I can already change my voice to mimic whoever, and that's like a thing that you get from the actor feat. So I think that like that's kind of like the voice changing is like the thing that she's voice changing and the like being a person is just what she's leaning into. But I think that what she's like learning from Velen is like, okay, but like how do they move, like, you know, like how do they, you know, like what's their vibe like. There's like all this other stuff that she doesn't know about acting. That's
What's
more
your
than, like,
motivation?
what's your motivation? Just like looking, you know, like it's more than just
Who's the
looking and
problem?
sounding like a person. Here's the other stuff. Yeah.
I need a performance roll from Tess and a wisdom roll plus proficiency from Velen.
Wisdom plus proficiency. I'm going to use perception.
Fully, I'm inspiring that. I want this feat so bad. 23.
Ugh! You got a shitty teacher, Tess. I'm sorry.
Oh, Velen. Okay,
Turns out
so...
improv games may not be the best way to teach. They're very entertaining, though.
Yeah, you guys have a great time. I will say, Tess, you pick up the ability to make nonsense and jokes very, very well. But when it comes to practically applying those skills to being somebody else, Velen does not actually convey the means of putting yourself in someone else's head very well.
What?
Man, okay.
You mean the god-touched rich girl doesn't have super good empathy? And
Oh, that's good.
Shocking, yes.
Yeah, you can blame Dawes for my lack of empathy.
I do.
However, you wanted to learn the other way around. What were you trying to learn?
Proficiency in religion.
Oh. Okay. Tess, how... Okay. You're proficient in religion, correct?
Of course.
Roll a religion check.
Okay.
Velen, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, god damn it. I'm inspiring this for you, Velen, because I really want you to... we've been working on this for literally a year. I want you to have this. Natural 20.
There it is.
Okay. Okay, so the thing about proficiency in religion is it's not just, like...
Memorizing a bunch of god facts.
Yeah, it's... I mean, there's a lot of gods. There's a lot of them. And there's a lot of history for all of them. And Jesus Christ, it's like eating rice cake, trying to learn all of this shit. So, a lot of it kind of falls on Tess to communicate that to you in an entertaining and, you know, memorable way. And she does a good job.
So the flavor for this, I think, is this is Tess trying to understand motivation. And, like, Jamino's whole thing is, like, god of alignments, right? Like, she's the god that it's like she understands why the evil gods do the evil things. That's like, and why the good gods do the good things. And so she's like, okay, look, motivation here. Like, what do we understand from this like weird evil god's motivation? Here's how we can sort of like make that kind of sympathetic and make that kind of make sense. And like, this is that's how she would teach it.
Okay. So, Velen, you can mark down you have gotten 40 out of 60.
Okay. I'm marking it down.
To earn the actor feat, Tess, you've gotten 15 out of 60.
I'm sorry.
Man, we worked on it. We worked on it for a fucking year. God damn it.
Yeah,
I'm
but we
so-
didn't write it down,
so
so that's
ready.
kind of on us.
I was so ready. I will go. You know me. I will go through and figure out what our
Well,
roles were.
if you can find it, then I will.
I will
happy
absolutely
to-
go. I will absolutely go and find it.
I cannot stress the stuff that you guys are working on. I need you
Mhm.
to track of. Okay, I can't.
Mhm.
I can't do all that. I'm sorry.
He doesn't
But
even
you're
know what day it
God.
is.
Fuck, dude.
It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Anyway, so was there anything anybody else wanted to work on with the except? Okay, Claudia, what do you got?
Weapon focus feet.
Well, you were missing a leg.
They were traveling well before the missing leg.
No.
How far'd you get on it?
Yeah, I couldn't have made some productivity.
Did you? You're supposed to record
This
it.
is
I didn't
You've
mention
never.
it.
She's
He-
never.
I've never brought it up. I'm bringing it up now. Like, could I have worked on that?
I literally just made the feat like a
Uh-huh.
month ago. So,
Ma'am, you cheater. Stop it. Stop it.
I'll
You got
say
one
you
leg.
can definitely like.
I can swing a sword with one leg.
You could become a weapon master of like sitting behind a cannon and firing it.
Actually, no. You need to use a lot of your hips and core to move a cannon.
Girl, you're fucked. Get a leg.
Get a
Working
leg.
on it.
Okay.
Well, Artie's working on it.
What is your flavor to describe how you worked on weapon focus for what weapon?
Obviously, her ricotta, her falcata.
Falcata? Okay.
Yeah.
ricotta
Okay.
Her ricotta
Wait, the one
cheese.
that
I'm a
the one
master of
that
the
she got
ricotta
from
too.
Tallow like a week ago.
What I'm learning is that Frog is a hater.
Wait.
Listen, I just
Hold up,
need some
hold up.
verisimilitude. Okay, I just need a little bit.
I need to imagine this. We're all on the back of a cart, and you're swinging your sword around for a week and a half.
Sitting
Well,
down,
you cannot walk.
and she's also driving the cart, you guys, because she drives the cart.
I'm listening to your
Also be
critiques
owning
and I
elements.
accept them.
Also, and also, she's doing that while Velen and Tess are playing stupid in-crop games in the cart right behind her head.
I think
I
a good trade-off pen for this is if
Mhm.
you roll bad, you accidentally stab peanut butter.
No,
'Cause you're
Cauldron was jogging
Oh.
beside you the whole time, and every time you did a bad swing, she would throw a ball bearing at you and hit you in the face.
Okay, I'm hearing your concerns, and I do concede that maybe I was a little optimistic.
You could start working on it. You could
I
start.
would like to start working on it.
Let me make you a leg first.
Yeah. I can't get rusty.
Can't do that.
No, you want to make sure that the leg isn't made of material.
No, not that. I mean, she
Not iron.
continued to practice
sorry, that
whether
was just-
she
that was
had
a
2
stupid
legs or
joke.
not.
I apologize.
Yeah, you can do forms and stuff. Standing still. Which she
Echo,
can
I would
do.
like to start working on the weapon focus speed,
Okay.
of which I will write down my progress.
One moment, please.
I'm sorry, I am a hater, you're right. But you love me
I was
anyway.
thinking it.
I
thinking
need
it
you to
too.
keep me humble.
I am.
Wensies.
I can own it.
If the game won't give me Quincy's, Hellfrog sure will.
All right. So, the Falcata Talos Touch
Yeah.
is a rapier by form and function. So, you would be working on weapon focus with a rapier.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to get a whole lot of progress toward the feat.
Yeah, but any
But
progress is still
You might be able to
progress.
get a little. I need you to roll me a couple things. First is a dexterity check plus proficiency at disadvantage.
Okay, Dex plus proficiency. Not acrobatics. Do I have one of those?
I don't know.
I don't. Or do I?
I still don't know.
I'm not proficient in stealth, so add a +4 to this
Okay.
at disadvantage. I roll pretty well. Dirty 20
Nice.
Dirty 20, that
plus
is.
4.
You have a +6 to your stealth.
Yeah,
Wait, what? You have a 22 AC? I mean,
I'm not
Dex?
proficient in stealth.
So how do
but
you
I
have
have a
22
+6.
Dex?
I don't have a 22 Dex.
That's the only way you get a +6 without proficiency.
I don't know why it's that. I have a 20
You probably
Dex.
have boots or something.
Do I?
I don't know, but +5. You're +9, so to whatever you rolled. So
Yeah.
no.
And I rolled.
You got it. Do
I
great.
don't know what
You-
the math is, Echo.
You have Jericho's amulet, which is considered a luck stone, and it increases you +1 to ability checks and saving throws.
Right, so my stealth isn't proficient, so it's a +6, +4 for proficiency. At disadvantage, I rolled really well. It's a 24.
Okay. By the time
it.
you get back to Endsmeet, you have 10 hours towards weapon focus.
Bullshit.
I can see the salty. The salty.
I have literally been doing this. I was like so excited to finally have this. I've been thinking about this for months.
Well, we didn't. You have to know what the progress is.
I didn't last time.
Why
we
did you
did this
just say?
with
Can we
Sam,
say we were doing it the whole time?
We did. I've been saying it. I've been saying
No, we
it on the
repeated
record.
last time too. We just didn't write down what the numbers were for our progress. So if Emily can,
But
But you
find
can
it,
always
I'm
go
sure-
back and look.
I'll
Yeah,
go back and look.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to look and see if I wrote anything down for this. I did not. So...
I
Because...
think it's very. I'm sorry, but I do think it's very reasonable for players to have to keep track of their own shit. I just didn't do that.
It's fair. It's fair. When we were doing this stuff in TAM sessions, Echo kept track of it and didn't tell me numbers. So I didn't.
That is
know
very
it was-
different.
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't
only
know
got-
it was different. I will keep track of it in the meantime. It's super reasonable for me to do it, and I take notes on everything. I am sorry. I will go back and look.
Yeah.
I am certain you have more than just 15 hours towards the feat. I don't know how much it is, so I can't give that to you.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll keep going.
Okay. Was there anything else anybody else wanted to work on the ride back? Artie, was there something you wanted to do with your downtime on the way back?
Jack shit. He's relaxing.
Okay.
Feet up. I need
You're not
books.
even
Smoke a bowl.
crafting?
What I want to do. Nah, I
What?
don't have room to craft. I need books. I want to read shit. I don't have any of that, so he didn't do anything on his time.
So Artie actually relaxed.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't know it was possible.
I worked on relaxing.
Hellfrog, I know we talked a lot about what Gideon was doing whilst...
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it was
Alright.
that stuff.
Okay. So, now we are caught up to the now. You guys are back at Endsmeet. It is early in the morning. Tana is there with you, Gideon, and Thomas is there with you, Claudia, as is Little Bell. What are you guys
Full house.
What are you guys gonna do?
And River's there too, I imagine.
Yes.
I'm gonna drink coffee.
Well, I have a thing, but it's potentially longer, so I want to give everybody else a chance to.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the outsider's witness, but I don't need to do it in. I mean, there's no particular order in which I'm required to do things.
Well, I know
Okay.
Artie wants to do the outsider's witness for sales and things.
How about
right?
this? If you have an errand you want to run, everybody declare it now, and we can figure out what order we're doing.
Yeah.
So, Tess, you're muted. Is there anything you were trying to do or an errand that you want to run?
I don't think so. I'm thinking. I don't think so.
Okay. Gideon is drinking coffee. Is there anything else Gideon wants to
First
do?
order of business.
I mean, probably the same thing as every day. You go help Tana and Vera with the inn.
You are aware that
Absolutely.
there is a big shipment supposed to come in today.
Mm-hmm. So he's getting ready. Gonna eat his Wheaties so he can go
Okay.
do the honey-do list.
Needs to have Bran.
He seems like a grits guy to me for some reason.
Sure.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. Well, we'll handle that then after we handle a visit to the Outsider's Witness, because apparently a couple people want to go there.
We got some stuff to sell.
Okay. So, anybody who's going to the Outsider's Witness can do so. I'm going to move tokens to that place.
Mm.
Let's see. It's just Velen and Artie, or is somebody else as well?
Claudia?
I don't have anything valuable to sell. Like I'm holding on to everything I have, basically.
Okay. So, as Velen and Artie go to the Outsider's Witness, as usual, the Outsider's Witness is like the strange structure with like curtained off on the front to make it look mysterious. Though you do see one of the curtains is missing. Part of the building is scorched black, as is the neighboring building. You see that the roof on that house, the snow is falling, but it's not covering up the blackened bit of roof that looks like it needs to be repaired, and soon. I'm sure they'll get around to that eventually. But the Outsider's Witness is open.
Well, that looks like a story and a half, doesn't it?
I've been there. I can't judge.
Fair enough.
Okay, so we have a bunch of shit to sell. Obviously, you're gonna get all the gold for it. I have to buy some stuff for Claudia. So I'm just gonna give you all
Absolutely.
the stuff, and I'm leaving after I buy.
Oh. You were just me? Oh.
I'll be there for a little bit, but you're the negotiator.
Okay. So I'm okay. That's
Let's do
fine.
this. Come on, I believe in you.
Okay.
You enter.
In we go.
You enter the Outsider's Witness. There are a couple customers of townsfolk that are milling about in here, but you see behind the counter, Nazik, the lizard folk, looks up and says, "Ah, it is familiar faces to see Nazik again. Welcome.
It absolutely is. I'm so glad to see you. It's been so long.
It has been 2 months. And a bit
Has it
of
only been 2
change,
months?
yes?
Shit. It feels like it's been a fucking. Never mind. We have so much stuff for you.
Oh,
I need Banasite too.
I have some. I am willing to make trade.
Very good.
Well,
He's got important
I'm gonna
legging
buy
to do.
I'm gonna buy the Banasite. The rest of the stuff is just going to Velen's pocket. So you guys can figure that out. And I'll start going in the bag and pull out a +1 javelin, 3 +1 swords, a ring of mind shielding, and I just start piling it onto the table.
Okay.
And a jade turtle statue that one second is 15 pounds and 1 foot long, full jade turtle statue.
Okay, did I give you a value of that in the time?
You did not.
Okay. Let me look at my
Details.
notes.
15 pound, 1 foot long was the details I got on that.
Okay.
I have a thing that I wrote down as smutty magic art. I think that it was
It's
a little
the-
sculpture.
It
The plate-
attracts the incubuses.
Right, the incubus.
Oh,
but I
the
wrote it down as
succubite.
smutty. Yeah, the succubite. That's what that. But I wrote it down as smutty magic art because passed out was not helpful.
Well,
So
all right.
whenever you need that list again, I will provide it for you one by one of what I have to sell.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Just to make it easier on you, I got a calculator too out.
From
So basically, we're just pulling everything out of his bag and piling it up on the Zeke's counter. Like.
Yep.
Nazik looks at all this and he says, I may require my Arcanoctramar. One moment. And
That is
he
the greatest word I've ever heard.
looks back and he says, the Arcanoctramar.
Yeah, that's an awesome word.
Okay, I did not make it. And he goes in the back room and he comes back out with what looks like a one-sided scale. And he sets it on the counter and then he takes the first thing. What is the first thing he grabs from the pile of shit?
+1 javelin.
A +1 javelin. He sets that on the Arcanoctramar and he's like, just looks at it for a moment. An enchanted javelin. I can offer 70 gold.
Okay. And then I move over the 3 +1 long swords. Hobgoblin.
You are content with that price, yes?
We'll talk it out at the end. Yeah, don't worry. I'm keeping track. I got a napkin out.
Oh, very well. And he takes the javelin off and puts the first. So they're all +1 long swords? There's 3 of them?
All 3 of them, yep.
He puts the first one on. For this, 150 gold. And the same result for the next 2 +1 long swords.
Okay.
My brain did a different thing than that. That's cool.
Okay. I put the Ring of Mind Shielding.
Hmm.
This is a good one. You're gonna like this one.
As he sets it on the scale, he looks at it and looks at something on his side of the Arcanoctramar, and then he says, 300 gold.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let me see here. So I have some crafting materials. I don't know if I'm gonna actually make something. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make something with it. Here. And then I put the jade turtle statue. Full jade, 15 pound, 1 foot long.
Ah.
Turtler. Turtler.
Okay. This
Turtles all
is
the way down.
a wondrous figurine.
Tubular.
For this, 1,100 gold pieces.
Nice. I knew that's gonna be a big seller. You're gonna make a nice profit on that.
I may likely make use of it myself.
Oh,
What?
very
How?
nice.
He takes the jade turtle and he sets it on the counter.
It's a very handsome
Wow.
turtle. I don't blame you.
It
Now-
becomes a carrier tortoise.
It could be very useful
What?
for maneuvering large amounts of things.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck, I wish I knew that.
Well, you should have had an
Just
Fight me like it
curious.
carries diseases.
This is out of my own personal stash. How much would this potion of water breathing run?
Hold on. Potion of water breathing. He looks at it, he puts it on the Arcanoctramar, and he raises an eyebrow. Hey, 50 gold pieces.
No, I'm gonna keep that. No, that's mine.
There you are. He gives it back.
That's all the stuff that I have stashed for it. Don't you have that kinky little thing?
yeah. Velen will pull out the succubite and put it out.
Really
Ah,
like this one. Yeah.
750 gold pieces.
Nice.
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 Well, and you could pay this guy back like tomorrow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I have one more thing, and I almost don't want to give it up because it's funny.
Okay.
She
You
unslings
do not
her backpack.
have to offer it to me.
I really need money. And I don't know how useful it is, so we'll see. And she pulls out the talking stick that she got from Psychophantom.
The
and she
talking
puts it-
stick? Remind me what that is?
It's a stick, and when she's holding it, she is the center of attention
Ah,
because
the
it's
talking
the
stick.
talking stick. Yes. And she offers it. It is. I mean, it's magic, so it's
He
it's not
puts it on the
amazing.
Arcanoctramar. There is a malfunction.
The creator's really mysterious and he's super powerful, so I don't know if that thing could even read his power.
Are you saying that his enchantment is too weird?
It says the value is 1 high five.
Oh.
I love him.
Well, that's fair enough. I guess I'll keep it then.
The device usually gives me numbers in gold increments, so this is new and strange.
Psychophantom is new and strange,
He's so cool.
but I shouldn't give up his high five, so
Nah, you
I'll
should.
take it back.
He passes
puts-
it back
he-
to you.
She puts the stick back in her bag and she starts to laugh.
I hand you over a note, Velen. It says total is 2,670. Choose him for more. It says underneath.
I am going to pull out of my stuff. Oh my god, I'm still carrying a bowl of colding around.
I have
That's
two.
probably worth.
Yeah, actually.
I have two. I'm keeping them.
Why did I give you so
You'll
many
notice-
bowls of colding?
We
We
got
went
ice
and got
cream.
ice
They got
cream.
ice cream and
That's right.
Malachor.
Oh, yes.
And we
Okay.
got ice
I
cream.
forgot about that. Yeah.
And we
I
kept
kept
the
somebody
bowl.
else's. Yeah.
Um,
Do you have other stuff to sell?
I'm looking in my backpack, but I don't think so. The only thing that I have besides the talking stick is the bowl of colding, which I don't think is going to be worth selling. And we might need it for ice cream. So I'm sorry, dude. Could you tell me that total again? It fell out of my brain while I was
2670. And it says
2670.
underneath, juice him for more.
Yeah, that's just gonna make Velen laugh. Um,
Would you like to see some of the wares that came in whilst you were all the way?
Nope.
I really would, but I'm deep in the hole right
I
now.
understand.
And that's part of why Artie was so kind as to basically donate the all of our extras.
Nazik has also come across some interesting locations for work, if you are looking for more money.
I am absolutely interested in that. We ran into a spot of trouble and we needed to do a spot of resurrection that we got it done, but it required leveraging a connection I wouldn't ordinarily use, and it cut deep.
I understand.
Also, we have a message for you.
Oh?
And she grins,
Mhm.
and she tells him about the
book.
book. I was trying to
The
remember the name of it.
braided
I totally
braids
lost
of
the title.
gold. Is that it?
I totally forgot the name of the book.
It was something like
would not
that.
have.
It was
Velen
Braids
would
of
not have
Gold.
forgotten. Braids of gold.
Remember.
I remember the name of every porn I've ever come across.
Good.
I admit I have read it several times. It is difficult to put down.
Well, it sounds like a worthwhile occupation of time.
I will arrange for a Galbers to return it to Miss Flynn.
Quick question, Zeke.
Hmm.
The last time you were at the Halfway Inn, was there a town there, or was it just an inn?
No, it was. I mean, it is a meeting point halfway through the Strife March. Hence the name.
Yeah, no, I got that. All right, let me get like 300 gold to Banasite, and I gotta run. Not this is separate.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, 300 gold to Banasite. And then I'm gonna need some like extra just leathers and maybe some just parts like screws and maybe some gears.
I do
I
not
think Charlie.
keep
I got it,
garbage
don't worry.
typically.
Charlie thing.
What?
Yeah.
I have plenty of Banasite. You said
Okay.
300 gold worth.
Yeah.
He like reaches down and you hear like a metal lid and there's like a scooping sound and then he gives you a pouch that's very small.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I need. All right, good luck, Valen. And I scurry on out.
Okay.
So you were
2,470 gold. I am taking the cost of that Banasite off of the value.
No, I gave
here.
him the gold.
Just
gave him the
now?
gold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I gave
tossed
him
it
the
at him.
gold and then
Oh,
That's rude. God damn, Artie.
I
Okay.
gave him 30 platinum.
All right. Well, then never mind. He collects the 30 platinum and puts it away, and then he looks at you, Velen, and he says, well, it seems your little friend has left you with the paperwork.
Yeah. Well, I have better handwriting.
That's probably
Tell me
true.
about the work that you have heard about.
I've had many conversations with Vera and the Culling, or what used to be the Culling. Her friends have come into town recently. They informed me of their tree gates, portals that let one travel through the Goldwood much quicker, and some of the interesting locales they can bring one to. What do you know of the Goldwood and its history?
A little, not a lot.
Do you know the hero Kaidas?
Do I
Roll a history.
roll a history check? Okay. 16.
One moment. Okay. With a 16, you know that Kaitis was a hero millennia ago, and was one of the ones responsible, the primary one responsible, for uniting Aurelia into the nation it is now.
Mostly just, I know about the unification of Aurelia, and that it was thousands of years ago. That's pretty much it.
Right. And perhaps the name Hachka. Does that mean anything to you?
Roll a history check.
Another history check, yes.
Hmm.
No.
No. No, that's, I don't know that one.
Ah, well, it is, or was, the southernmost nation of the kingdoms that became Aurelia. It was the landing foothold between Nosfidania and Aurelia. This is important because many battles were fought in Hachka, and Goldwood used to be called Hachka. That is the land that we are in, which means there are many tombs and mausoleums and lost treasures buried out here in these forests. These tree gates are relics of those magics long ago. They do not create them, the culling. They find them. They tell me where they are and where they go to. I have learned of some artifacts around here that I would very much like to get my hands on. But I have not the time nor the blades to fight off the wild creatures and monsters of the Goldwood.
Well, we have blades. I don't know about time, but we might be able to make some.
If you do find the time, I can direct you to the tree gates that move you closer to these artifacts' locations. You bring them back to me, I pay you handsomely.
I would love that. That sounds like a perfect arrangement. So you said 2,670?
Yes, that is the value of all the nonsense you have dumped on my counter.
Does that take into account our Endsmeet relationship?
I need you to understand I do not try to waste any time. Yes, I have given you a 10% bonus on the value of these things.
Well, you know I have to check.
Of course you do.
All right. Then it's a pleasure doing business. I will talk to my team about diving for lost treasure.
If you are
Because
willing to
that's
do
how.
so, I will round this up to an even 27. Does that sound amenable?
It does.
He puts 270 platinum on the counter in front of you.
Thank you kindly.
A pleasure. And he begins slowly, like the sound of metal, as he like rattles it off the counter. I hope to see you all again.
You will. Soon, probably.
I'm sure.
Please, Sal, for the love of everything that's holy, put that in your inventory now.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm doing a couple things.
Sure. But we've been on YouTube for a while, so let's hop around, see what else is going on. Firstly, Gideon. As you and Tana make your way toward the Wax and Claw Hotel, you cannot help but notice the loud sounds of horses and carts rolling their way up the old pitch road.
Here come
The
more.
massive shipment, several carts laden with planks, lumber, piping, just materials for structures. And as it's happening, Tana gets remarkably excited.
It's cute.
She looks at you and she says, "The plan was so that every room could have plumbing. Every room in the hotel.
That's crazy.
It's like back in the capital again. I'm very excited." Have
I'm
you ever worked
excited
with
for
piping?
I mean, I lay a little pipe sometimes.
That you do. I should have
What?
known better than to ask.
Yeah.
Amazing.
A little. Honey, mostly I've lived in rougher places than you, I think, but I could figure it out.
Of that I'm sure. And, like, she turns and, like, hurriedly Dwarven waddles off towards the carts that are rounding the corner up toward the construction site that is
Yep.
the
Let
Waxen
her
Claw.
do inventory and such.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to do, like, while she's doing that?
We're gonna keep an eye on Claudia for a while, so we'll
Okay.
find something to do in her general area.
Okay, so Claudia, what are you
Are
up
you
to?
observing?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's probably not. You're not going to be able to observe me too long because Claudio is going to ask Thomas if he wants to go for a walk.
Alright, well, that's fine.
I don't know. He's a ranger. He can observe you all he wants.
Oh no.
He's
Yeah, if
not
he wants
stalking her into the woods now.
Okay.
It's a little weird.
Thomas is-
Boundaries.
Of course. Where'd you have in mind to go? Anywhere in particular, or you just want to catch in the sights you've missed for so long?
The sights. And I don't know if this land will be as familiar to me as it used to be.
Well, we can reacquaint you. Can I get some answers? Maybe.
That's the plan.
I see. All right. Perfect. Thomas will walk with you out to the forest's edge.
Can we take Little Belle?
I mean, she's blind, so there's not
And
a whole
I'm
lot she can do
slow.
about it. Yeah, you can
Just
bring
walk
her.
with her.
Once Little Belle, like, leaves the comfortable... Like, she knows the layout of number 3 Walker Way really well, and as soon as you bring her past that, it's like her tentacles begin to, like, feel the ground around her. Like, it's clear she's nervous.
Well, Claudia goes extremely slowly. I don't know what my walking speed is right now.
At the moment,
I've
it's
been-
like 15.
Okay, so half. So she's going slowly, and she's letting, how sometimes you take a pet out and they have to sniff.
Yeah,
everything.
I need you to roll an animal handling as you do this, is where I was going with that.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah. You seem adept at reading Little Belle's emotions. And you do bring her in a way that she doesn't panic out
This
towards
is
the
my
forest
emotional
edge.
support monstrosity.
At
and
least
I'm
one of
hers.
those words is true. Okay. So, Thomas is walking with you, and
Uh-huh.
you're kind of avoiding the commoner's eye as you walk out here on the tree line. No one really... With the winter and the snow, the fresh snowfall, people are not spending a whole lot of time outdoors unless they have to. The occasional commoner and citizen is like cutting wood or heading out of the woods with their most recent haul of a hunt. But aside from that, it's pretty peaceful and isolated out here.
She definitely takes a long time to even talk. Like, she spends most of the time using Little Belle as a distraction, like talking quietly to her and being like, it's okay, or you know what that is, or doing anything except kind of like addressing what they're out here for. And probably won't start that conversation until she's prompted to.
Okay. It would take a while before Thomas actually pushed you. Most of what would happen is Thomas would say things like, the harvest's not so good lately, so most of the food's coming from the granary. If you have an inkling to hunt anytime soon, that might be best. At least for, home. Your
That
home.
kind of depends on how quickly Artie works.
From what I've seen, the little fellow works quite quickly.
If he
So,
can get Vera up and running, I imagine he'll get me too.
I imagine so. How did that happen, by the way?
So, this whole trip that we took was a lot more intense than maybe we all initially thought it was going to be.
From what I remember, you were just going with that fellow to Malachor, and then you were coming back.
Yeah, that was the plan, but I don't think a plan has ever really worked the way we've wanted it to, ever.
Liam did mention he was a little worried how you'd be received, and I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, I was initially worried about the vampires in Malachor, but after we met them, they became allies. That wasn't really the problem.
Okay,
Actually, two of them really put themselves on the line to get me back to life after I died.
2 vampires.
Yeah.
I'm
I
confused.
mean, the whole group did, but they helped guide everyone into solving the problem.
Why?
Which part am I starting with? The leg or the death? They are unrelated.
Oh, it's so much worse than I thought it was.
Would you believe they're unrelated?
I didn't want to. Okay. Death, you died. Let's start with
Yeah.
that.
We met a woman on the road to Malachor. She was smart and charming, and she was carrying something really dangerous. But it wasn't really our business, and she didn't tell us what she was carrying. She just kind of kept it to herself, which fair. She was taking it to Malachor, and once we were in the city, she asked one of the vampires we were with if he could help her identify the item she carried. And when she pulled it out of the bag she was carrying it in, I died.
Just like that.
There was something inside it.
And it killed you.
It took my soul.
Do you have it again? You're standing
Most
before
of it.
me.
I have most of it back. The thing inside it is a very old soul of a vampire who's hungry all the time and takes opportunities when he gets them to feed on the souls of the living.
Okay.
And he doesn't let them go so easily. He needs to be persuaded if he decides to give them back. Otherwise, he'll keep them and consume them, and I guess that soul's gone forever.
So he was going to consume you,
Yes,
but he didn't.
he was convinced to let me go. Well, the party talked to him, and the woman who carried the item talked to him, and I begged because I didn't want to die. And he let me go as long as I promised to do something for him.
Like what?
Feed him.
Not your soul.
I'm the only soul he can't hurt anymore. Because I carry him with me. And she pulls the amulet from under her neckline.
Oh. Am I in trouble? Am I in danger right now?
That's why I didn't want to be close to you at first. It's a proximity thing. If you're too close to me, he can feed on you, but I asked him not to feed on you specifically.
Okay.
We have an understanding, whether I like it or not, but he won't have access to people anymore if he hurts you. I promised that I would disappear into the woods for the rest of my life if I had to.
I see. All right. That's terrifying. Are you okay?
There's a lot to come to terms with, like having to feed him isn't something I'm happy about, but it's the deal I made,
Well, it's that or you die, isn't it?
and sometimes I wonder if that was the right decision.
How do you feed him?
Get close to someone, wear down their mental defenses, give him the opportunity to take.
But he won't hurt me or any of your friends.
He promised.
Do you trust him?
I have no choice.
Well, I spent the night with you.
Yeah,
I imagine if he was going to break his promise to you, I'd already be gone.
so would I.
What do you... So, you feed him, and in return he doesn't eat you or your friends.
And he gave me some power to help facilitate.
So you're stronger.
I'm stronger in a different way. He ate the parts of me that Gideon gave me.
Oh. That's what you meant by it might not seem familiar to you.
Yeah. Things that were natural used to come naturally to me, but those things are gone now.
You look tired. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're beautiful, and I've missed you like hell, but it looks like you've had something weighing down on your soul for years.
I think that's just who I am now.
Are you happy? Because you miss
No.
a leg, and you have this fellow holding you at ransom, and there's not much it seems like you can do about it.
Actually, I chose to lose the leg.
Okay.
He offered to help when I was hurt,
The old soul.
Tallow. He did. He said he could help me fix it. But I chose to lose it because I wanted to rely on my friends and not owe him more.
Okay.
So that was actually a choice I made that I'm happy with. I'm at peace with that. Hardy's gonna fix me up.
I mean, he did Vera, right? So I imagine he'll do the same for you. Well, thank you for telling me.
Thanks for not running away screaming.
I mean, come on. Look at what we've already been through together before you left.
That's true, but now a random passerby can just drop dead because of me. I have to actively pursue people to rip their souls out.
Well, you're a member of the End's Watch, right? Does a goblin soul count?
I think they have to be sentient for him to be satisfied.
Goblins are definitely sentient. They're also little assholes.
I make peace with them being bad people, but sometimes they're not. I don't do it on purpose. Sometimes Tallow just does what he wants.
Then we better give him a slew to pick from of people you do want him to eat than anything he could take against your will.
I have a couple on reserve right now, so I have some time.
What, in the house?
No, and she'll tap the amulet. It's
Oh.
like a pantry.
Gruesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we've had a lot of questionable visitors. The Inn's Watch's been keeping eye out for. Bugbears, that have been creeping not too close to town, but we've kept an eye on them. Had to scare a few off. Next time we head out to East Point, I'll bring you with me and we can maybe get a couple monsters for you.
Can I just insight check him? I know
Sure.
he's offering to help me commit atrocities, but I want to see how he's feeling.
A little kidnapping date with your boyfriend?
Yeah, 13. Used to be better.
He's a werewolf.
True.
Like, you get the feeling like he's seen something like this before. This
Monster date.
isn't new. He's not scared, like he's worried about you, but he's not.
He's taking it well.
I mean, as well as someone can, I guess.
Well, she's observed, people in her party who have had trouble reconciling, having to steal souls, even bad ones. So
Yeah, Thomas
she's gauging
seems...
Thomas's reaction.
He might be a little unsettlingly okay with it.
Down to murder. She falls a little bit more in love with him at that moment.
He's a fucking lycanthrope. I mean,
Not all wolves.
sure.
So she seems heartened, bolstered by this conversation, and she'll actually kind of she had been keeping kind of a couple foot distance from him while they were walking, but she ends up side by side at some point as they walk and they talk, and she'll eventually just kind of lean against him.
There she is. So, as you fill in, Thomas, on what happened, we will hop over to see what Tess is doing.
So it did occur to me, Tess has a thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna go return the cart to Knuckle.
Not peanut butter though.
And I mean, yeah, well, I don't know.
She came from him, I think.
She came from him. Well, actually, so that was my next question: is we don't have a stable. We don't have a stable, right? Like, where would
Not
the
really.
cart have ended up, right?
Number 3 Walker Way has a covered little area before the garden, but it doesn't have a stable.
Okay. She will take it, but is there a place to where are the horses latched up somewhere to the cart, so they won't wander off?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
you don't have to do anything special to prevent the horses from wandering away from you in town.
Okay, got it. So I just want to make sure that if she leaves peanut butter's not gonna Tess will agonize for probably fully 20 minutes over whether to take peanut butter and just leave a whole bunch of notes for Claudia so she doesn't freak out, and eventually she just is fuck it, and she just keeps peanut butter there.
Okay.
Good.
All you really have to do for that is you unhook peanut butter from the cart and you hitch peanut butter to one of the various posts underneath the covered area where
Cool.
you can
That's what
provide
was-
her feed
yeah,
and
that's
such.
what I was looking for.
Our
Okay.
hitching post, babe.
We got a hitching
Yeah.
post.
Every
So
building
she will
has
do-
one. They're very
She will
common.
do that, and she will bring the cart and the horses back to Knuckle. I looked in my notes, and I don't have it written down how much it was that we rented it from, but I have the episode queued up, and I can find that at break. But we did rent those from
He
him.
gave us a
Yeah.
50% discount, if I recall.
He did, but we rented them, and they need money, so
No, didn't we give him more and then we get money back because
that's
if
yeah.
return
We rented them, and we get money back if we
it was
return
either
things.
150 or 200 if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I will double check at break how much it actually is, because I foolishly thought.
I'm pretty sure you're getting 30 gold when you
Okay.
return it.
Cool.
So you arrive at Fortuna Station.
And it's 50 gold for peanut butter.
Shit.
When you do get there, Old Knuckle is not outside, but the front door is open. It's easy enough to summon the old bear of a man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look who it is.
Hey, Knuckle.
Hey there, Tess. It's good to see you back in town.
Yeah, good to be back.
I heard word the Wild Hearts were back around.
Yeah, we came in last night.
So Dren, you said. I see you're missing one.
So about that,
Mhm.
Claudia named that one Peanut Butter and seems to have bonded with it and can talk to it now.
Oh.
Do you know what's up with that?
It's a notion marcher.
It's
I mean, we found
I've-
out about that. We found out that it's a Notion Marcher, but I don't know anything about it.
Yep. I didn't plan on that. Notion marchers have a tendency to bond with a person. When they do, they kind of become inseparable. They trust that person.
So I'm wondering if we could maybe purchase the horse for Claudia.
Well-
she'll be very upset otherwise.
So the horse is all right.
Oh yeah, he's. I wasn't sure. I could have brought him, but Claudia's like off with Thomas, and if she came back and he wasn't and the horse wasn't there,
You
she'd
hear
be
Claudia
really
from a
upset.
distance yell,
And that would
"Peanut
be
butter's a girl."
that would be different. Okay, okay. That would be a different. You know, it'd be a different thing.
Where'd she
Oh.
go?
Are
Sorry,
you looking for?
I was looking for Claudia.
Oh,
Swear I heard
she's
her.
off. She's off with Thomas.
All right.
She's off with Thomas.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm glad to see y'all back in town, and I'm glad you took good care of my animals. As such, I'm happy to just give you back the 30 gold we have here on return. You can keep the notion.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Knuckle. That's really nice.
I know.
Any any chance you'd have anything that'd be useful for us to do for you? We came back a little bit strapped, so we need.
You're looking for work.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great to have tasks.
Well, I got some deliveries I could use doing if you don't mind handling that.
Sure.
Especially now that you have your own horse and such.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure thing. I have, let's see. You know where the Brownell Ranch is, yeah? You've been out there before?
I think we have. Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is.
Yep.
It's the
I-
darling.
I got 400 pounds of seed I need to get out there, and you don't mind
Okay.
hauling that out there.
Sure.
Give you, let's see. You come back with a receipt of collection and Brownell's, acceptance of the delivery. I'll give you 100 gold for that.
Wow. Easy money. Thanks.
It's not that
Can
easy.
do. Oh yeah, because the seed is.
It's 400
Heavy?
pounds of seed.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could borrow your cart again.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's either that or I rig up oxen, so, we'll take the cost of running the cart for that delivery out of it and give you 70 gold on completion. Sound good?
That sounds great.
All right. Load's out back.
Can do.
See you in a couple hours.
Yep. Is that a mission that just Tess can just solo do?
You can use peanut butter.
You can totally just start working on that at your own if you can figure out a way to move 400 pounds of seed.
Yeah.
I mean,
let
is it
me-
in
With
different
these
bags?
guns.
It does have to go in the cart.
Yeah, she's Tess is not very strong, but she will come back and bring this task. I don't know what Gideon. I don't know. Like Gideon is like doing his work. Right?
Oh, Gideon's not
Lamp
at the house.
pipe.
Gideon's like up at the
Gideon's not at the
hotel.
Gideon's strength +1, by the way. Just because he's
Yeah,
a dude
Tess's
doesn't
strength
mean
is
he's
also
super
+1.
strong.
Tess's strength is all. Yeah, we left
We
our
lost
Goliath.
Seeker
Our
and
Goliath-
Jericho.
Yeah.
I mean, if
For
we
our
if
meat
we want
back.
to, like, if you want to like look for the others, Velen can also share her exciting lost treasure news. And
Yeah. Yeah, I think she'll like get that job and then try to find Velen. Actually, I think probably her first part of call might actually be Artie to be like, can you figure out a way to like what kind of mechanical thing do we need?
You would love to see
Load.
that.
Yeah. So, but he might be in his workshop. His workshop door is closed. Like, she can find Velen and get the exciting news about more jobs, and meanwhile, they can strategize about moving 400 pounds of seed.
Okay. You plan on having a conversation about moving seed.
Yeah.
Okay. We're back around. Does anybody have anything they want to declare that they're doing?
Besides me.
We're getting to you right now, Artie, I think.
Yep.
All right.
I can feel him vibrating with tension.
All right, Dooch. Hit me.
As soon as I left the Outsider's Witness, I go to Tarly's. I spend about 30 minutes telling Tarly we don't have to repeat this because I'm going to tell him every single detail of our trip, from every encounter we have, any fight we got into, about the vampires, about the beholder, about the camp when we got held hostage, what happened to Claudia, about the town that's now missing, everything.
You tell him about Shadowstead.
Everything.
And about
Okay.
the murder monster and Claudia's necklace.
Everything.
All right. So
Wow.
That's
Now
my
everyone knows. That's your husband.
It's just Tarly. That's my guy right there, okay?
all right, you tell
He said
Tarly
he
a
said he
whole
would do
lot.
this.
He doesn't get many words in.
No, there comes a point where at the end of it, Tarly just says, "That sounds like quite the adventure."
Right? I couldn't wait to come back and just tell you everything, you know.
I'm glad you're back.
I mean, because of you taught me how to, talk to people and be persuasive and stuff. I'm literally like, we're almost like the level that we're at with the ruler of all of Malachor, you know.
Oh, I'm sure you
I'm like,
are.
you say that like you don't believe me.
Of course I believe you.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
I got a little worried. Okay.
No, it's not.
Besides that, I'm fucking not inciting Tarly. Come on.
He would never lie to me.
No, I asked him twice and that's it. Other than that, I gotta make her peg. I just need a couple. I got most of the metal I need. I just need some gears, maybe some springs and stuff, and then I also have some
I
other
have
stuff.
good news for you then. The old fire wagon broke down about a week ago, and that's all scrapped. So you can have all of
Yeah.
that.
Nice. I'll go pick that up. Also, I got some Remoraz hide and some magma glands. I think I'm gonna incorporate the magma glands into this short sword that I have. But
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
need
what
some
either
fine
of those
leather.
are.
Ow. And then I explain what a Remoraz is and how we killed him, and then I harvest them.
Okay, what do you need from me?
I need some really fine leathers, maybe some buckles and stuff. I'm gonna try to make like a nice jerkin out of it.
All right, we have a
Like the
couple
good
bolts
stuff.
that just came in of some.
Yeah.
Are you needing? We got a shipment of Nurok hide in. Do you need that? That's the best we got.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some good stuff with it. I'm not sparing an expensive amount.
It's pricey. Are you sure?
Probably not anymore. By the way, you said that. What
Aye,
are we talking about here?
The bolt of Nurok hide is 150 gold. But if you want less than just the whole bolt, I can cut you little pieces for it.
I have the Remoraz hide. I'm just gonna I kind of need just the stuff to incorporate it together and make it into something functionable. So maybe not a whole bolt.
I just need to know
maybe
how
like,
much, lad.
about half a bolt.
Half a bolt. That's 30 square yards. Are you sure?
No, a tenth of a bolt.
I
need a
will
test.
say, Claudia has gold. If you're putting together anything, she would fund that endeavor.
Well, I haven't talked to you yet, so
6
We
yards of
talked in the
Nurok
morning.
hide. I can do
yeah,
that.
6 yards I can do.
That's
That
15
sounds about
gold for that.
Okay, perfect. I give him 20.
And
Because you love him.
he like is confused and he says, "No, it's 15."
No, it's a tip.
Oh,
I
all
missed
right.
you, buddy. You know, and especially because you're giving me all the valuable stuff from the cart and all
Like
that.
a
you know,
big,
take it.
plump, meaty hand just pats you on the shoulder and he says, "I missed you too, lad." And he cuts
the chips.
the Nurok hide off of the bolt and rolls it up for you. It is. Does Artie know what a Nurok is? Have I ever told you what a Nurok is?
I personally don't know. No, but if you
Roll
want,
a
I can roll
history real quick.
check. 21.
21.
It's just a little guy.
A Nurok is a magical deer, native to Amaranth. It is famous because it can turn invisible when scared.
Oh.
Like you, buddy.
Yeah.
Like me.
Many
That's
of
what I
them,
do.
many Nuroks
spirit
have
animal.
strange dappling, like, spots all over their coat that are naturally blue in color, and that is thought because Banasite has somehow gotten into their hide when they are young.
That's dope.
Yeah,
So
deer.
That's
your roll of Nurok hide is like dark brown with little speckles of blue all through it.
Sweet. That's gonna go really good with the Rimmer.
Benadir.
Yeah, Benadir.
Yeah.
I can't. You know, Harley, you just always seem to have the right stuff and say the right things. I appreciate you.
I
got
run a
lot of-
store.
Yeah. No, this is perfect. I don't even think you understand. I have to make a lot of stuff today, so it's gonna take up the majority of the day. So I'll come back later tonight. We can maybe have a drink at the bar or something, or tomorrow.
Well,
I
I
we're
turned in
probably gonna have a
early.
party too.
A party?
Yeah, I'm coming back to town party, and I'm gonna make some carnival games like Whack-A-Knoll, and maybe maybe Ring Toss. Yeah,
When?
I don't know. It's just kind of an idea, but I'll let you know as soon as I know.
Yeah, you let me in, lad, and I'll see if I can make it.
Oh.
Try not to let it run too late, though. I gotta wake up early to open the store.
Oh, I gotcha. I spent all this time talking about myself. How's your son? Make any progress with that?
Doing just fine. Thank you for asking.
Connected.
Lad.
Nice.
Well-
If you need any tips on how I connect to the youth, just let me know.
Perhaps you should get comfortable being back in town first.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
And he, like, gives you directions where the scrapped fire wagon is.
Yep.
And you walk out with 6 yards of magical deer hide.
Nice.
Was there anything else you were buying? I don't remember.
No, that was just the hide, maybe a couple little buckle pieces and straps and shit. I'll make all that. I have all that stuff. And then I am gonna, whenever we can come back to it, I'm gonna do some rolls to make the leg and try to make the sword and the armor. It's
Okay.
gonna be a whole day project.
We can run those crafting checks after we get the rest of the downtime sorted for this first day. At some point, all of you are back at the house for whatever reason. Probably around lunchtime. And as you are, there's a knock at the door.
Gideon answers it.
At the door, you see, is Liam.
Oh, that
Alien.
man.
Damn!
It's that boy.
Should have went out here.
I had heard the word that the Wild Arts were back in town.
Yeah, you want to come in and say hi?
I would love to. And
Move aside. Invite Liam in.
as
Well, now
all-
he can come in whenever he wants to because you've invited him
that is the rule, yes.
I invited him in while you were gone. Don't worry about it.
in.
It is still the polite thing to do to ask. Me and
She goes to
Narissa,
the
we were
city for
hoping
2 months and loses all her manners.
we were hoping everything went well. Particularly with, our friends.
Oh.
Of
I
the-
am a friend of kin now. I'm
Well, I
best
think-
friends with Achatari.
Yeah, he's best friends.
I think Tessa's
Okay,
thing
not bad.
went pretty good.
Good. That I was worried that things might have gotten sticky.
Your help was greatly appreciated, making our first connections when we got there. Appreciate it.
I do need to ask for the
Yeah, Velen will return that.
He takes it and smiles and he says, I am glad all went without problem.
I'm glad I
Do
didn't get
you
any blood on that.
Liam would benefit from knowing about the disbanded plunge agents?
I'm sorry?
I know that they're not. Well, there was a camp of vampire hunters,
Okay.
the Plunge, but we got rid of the leader. But he's still alive.
I don't know if we really got rid of him so much
What's
as
a-
We did it.
killed him in
The
cold
gonna be
blood.
Plunge, the anti-vampire. They wanted the Nod book.
Oh. I mean, we wouldn't
Killian
let
North. Are
any
you
vampire
familiar with
hunters
them?
come here.
Why would they want the Book of Nod? They don't do them any good. They can't read it.
They wanted to read it. They wanted to figure out how to read it.
They wanted us to kidnap a blood magic kin and then use him to open the book so that they could read. It didn't work out.
I could have told you that. Or them.
Yeah. No.
No. Doesn't sound like you should be talking to him, Liam.
What, do you
Honestly.
think I can't handle a stupid vampire hunter?
Killian
There
Sure you
were a
could.
couple,
was very competent. in
and
what
also
he-
apparently still alive.
Are you saying I'm incompetent?
I'm not saying that you're incompetent. I'm saying that
I might
competent
just feign
vampire-
insult here.
I'm saying that competent vampire hunters in a big group with a competent leader that seems kind of cultish.
They're more competent than you. That's what they're saying. Yep.
I'm saying it might be worth considering.
I don't know,
you
Liam. Think you better go on the run.
I mean, I have this delightful cake that Marissa made for you all, but I can just bring it back
Ooh.
home if I need
No,
to.
wait.
No, you can
Wait.
leave that.
Actually, another sort of related. Do you know who Micah's Tallow is?
I really should have asked Lord Ashtari that.
Probably shouldn't have asked him that.
Liam,
Like, where'd you hear that name?
like, his brow furrows and he says, "Why do you know who Mike Costello is?"
Oh, is that a story?
That's kind of a long story.
Well,
Yes.
better get
I-
started.
Oh yeah, Gideon doesn't know yet. I only told Thomas. Gideon deserves to know, obviously.
Oh,
Are you saying this out loud right now?
Yeah, she's thinking out loud 'cause she's a dipshit.
I told Charlie.
He's like, I'm sitting right
You
here.
told Charlie?
Yeah, of
I
course.
really wish you'd asked me before telling Tarly,
What do
Why?
you think?
because
Why?
I'm dangerous to be within 10 feet of.
I mean,
Okay,
that's
it's
all
Charlie.
the more reason to tell Charlie. Actually,
Liam, Gideon, there's an
It's certainly
ancient
a reason to
vampire
tell
in my
Gideon.
necklace.
There's a what now?
There's a vampire in my necklace.
Tallow
Micah's
Why?
Tallow.
is in her necklace.
Do you have a portable hole or something in your necklace that you are hiding an undead
No, it's
warlord from millennia ago?
You're doing what now?
His soul is in there.
His soul is in the.
Okay. Why?
He killed
Why are you
Claudia
wearing
and
it?
took her soul, and then we
Because
had to
it
make a
killed
deal
me and
to
it
do
took my soul, and now I have to keep it as part of a bargain.
That's why Dilo's garden won't work.
I see.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Insight check.
Yeah, it's
I don't
was
need
kidding, taking this news.
Not well.
25.
Hold
It
on.
was not a-
yeah.
I'm gonna roll 13.
Gideon's like, damn. That sucks. What the fuck? Well. All right. How about that cake?
Yes. How about it? And Liam, like, reaches into his coat. He pulls out a small bag, and he puts his hand into it, and then a full, like, pan white cake is in his hands, and he sets it on the dining room table.
Show off. All right, I'm gonna go get some plates.
This coconut,
I love coconut.
with marzipan.
That's incredible.
I will pass on your compliments. Why? Wait. How did you come across the soul of Tallow?
He was
There was a
in.
woman, and she had been sent out by the Scroll Keepers Guild to find an item, and she and her group did, and they didn't really know what it was. And on their way back, all of her team members died at different instances over the course of a period of time. And when she was asking, we were all in the same room, and she was really dumb for doing this, honestly. Like, she shouldn't have done it with all of us.
We were all sticking our nose where they didn't belong.
He took it out
we
of
were
the bag
curious.
to show and ask questions to a vampire who might know more, and then I died because
Oh no,
I
wait!
was
Didn't
next
you
to
just
it.
touch it when you weren't supposed to?
No, no, it was just
Oh,
taken
you
out,
just
and
took it out?
Oh
as
yeah,
soon
you
as it
asked
came
me
out,
to. Oh yeah.
honestly, it could have been anyone. It just happened to be me,
What happened to this?
like the roll of a die.
What happened to this vial?
She pulls it out from under her.
You see Liam's eyes like widen a little, and he says, "I see. Do you mind if I take a quick gander at that?"
Yeah, but he'll be looking back.
Okay. Liam
Tallow.
approaches, and he just puts a finger on the vial. You see his eyes flash red.
Oh shit, we're about to get our mayor killed.
He's
not
not
the
our mayor.
He's not the mayor.
He's the
Liam's
night
not a
shift.
mayor?
It's a
He's not the
lodge.
mayor.
Night shift with the lodge.
Isn't Knock our mayor?
Yeah, not
The mayor is an
Earth
Earth
Genasi.
Genasi named Nod Graham.
Nod.
Liam,
Oh, Book
I
of
mean,
Nod.
I'm pretty sure.
Our mayor. Also, the vial doesn't work on vampires because they have dead souls.
I'm pretty sure Artie's has thought that Liam's the mayor this whole time.
Amazing. And in character.
Yeah, for real.
Honestly.
So
truly,
Liam
truly.
identifies the Dreadthirst vial.
Oh.
And then he steps back.
What's funny?
What's so
Liam?
funny?
What's funny?
I'm not really seeing the humor.
Mike Costello was a feared and vicious warlord for years, centuries even. The Tallow family has resided in Shadowfell for a long time. They've created the City of Dread, as they like to call it. The homeland of Shadowrakai everywhere. It's big deal, very edgy, very scary.
I love Liam. Goddamn.
The funny part is
How the mighty fall.
how, yes, exactly. This great feared warlord, commanding thousands of undead slaves, suddenly finds himself bound to a tiny little ruby tomb where all he can do is yell at the girl. I am.
As
Well, when you
Liam
put it like
continues
that,
to kind of
it's a little
disparage
funny.
Tallow, Claudia kind of back away from any living people, just in case he decides that he doesn't like this conversation, just so that nobody's in reach.
I have been alive a long time. Not as long as Tallow's been dead, but
Alive-ish.
a while. I've seen the mighty fall, but none so quite as poetic as this. Mr. Mike Tallow was known for enjoying a harem of undead concubine kindred. So, the fact that he is stuck, only existing where you are, with no real free will, is amusing to me.
Liam, we did tell you that he can hear and see everything you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It would
I
have
just
been
wanted to
wasted if you
clarify.
didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Should I... Are you saying I should
think-
be afraid of him?
You
Nope.
should speak
I take-
louder. You just make sure
I
that
take
you know
5
it's getting
steps
through.
back
I see.
from Claudia.
I will stop tempting your fates at my own entertainment.
No, you're good now. I'm away.
What, there's
Liam
like
looks at the vial and he says, "Tough break."
why are we
Well,
moving away from Claudia? What's that
He
part of it
eats
about?
souls of the people around when he's pissed.
Oh, there's like a range.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
What
don't
is
know
it?
the range, but
I don't know. I think 10 feet.
Can you? All right.
Can
There's
make
10
you
of
see
them.
things too.
I will say this. As a kindred who knows the legends of the Tallow family, He will bluster and boil about the strength he has over you. But he has no real option. Without you, he is useless, weak. Don't forget that.
Right.
Enjoy the cake, everyone. I'm really glad to see you all back.
Thanks, Liam.
We
Nice
missed
to
you,
see
Mr.
you.
Mayor.
I am
Tell your
not
wife
the
whose
mayor.
name I forgot that it was delicious.
Marissa.
Sure.
Marissa
I don't think I
Norwich.
forgot her name in character, but
Sure. I will pass it on. A good day. And he, smiles at you one more time, Claudia, with a wink, and leaves.
Oh, Claudia does not feel good about this. Did Tala make a peep at all during this conversation?
Oh, no, he's dead silent.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Stewing, just simmering. Hey guys!
She's going to very consciously, for the rest of the day, not be within 10 feet of anyone alive.
Okay.
I mean, she
That
can
guy's
she can
definitely-
try to do that.
Yeah, and
Uh,
she's going to obviously try to, but mistakes are made. Like, she might.
Tess,
That guy
Tess,
is definitely getting my vote next election.
Tess is definitely at some point just gonna really quietly, I guess, fine. She'll burn ascending because Claudia doesn't want to be within 10 feet. And she will say, River is definitely on the right that you've made for. Make
Yeah,
sure
I mean-
River is on this list, please.
She'll hold up like a one moment finger, and can Claudia go into the vial at will, like mentally?
Yeah.
Okay, she'll pop in because she kind of wants to see how.
does
How
she
he's looking.
disappear?
No,
No, she doesn't disappear.
Okay.
she's
She's sitting down and she just shuts her eyes. And she's
It's like a
just
meditation,
meditating.
basically.
Eesh. Are the two other people? How many people has he gone through in the time since?
I mean, that happened yesterday, so he's still on the,
There was like
the
two.
first soul.
Yeah, but do you
There
see
are
them in
two
here?
hobgoblin souls that I don't have a token for, but
Sure.
yes, they are floating about in here. They look in similar states of just confusion, as if they're fading in between wakefulness and sleep.
Eesh.
Have
Hello.
you arrived to gloat further?
I wasn't doing that. To begin with. I didn't anticipate how he'd respond.
What do you require, Claudia?
I wanted to make sure that you knew that Gideon's niece, the young girl that you might see,
Mhm.
I would prefer if you didn't eat her. And we have plans on getting you more food soon.
I have heard. I need you to understand that I can understand context clues. I realize you fear me, and I approve of this. But there is a practicality that must be reached for things to progress in a comfortable way. It is not my desire to alienate you by consuming your loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
I am also very aware of the finality my end provides those that get here. If I have problems with you, Claudia, we will address them. I am not so petty as to take them out on random people I find in your house.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
He feels just as petty enough to do that.
Okay.
Natural one. She just hates being here. It's a very bad place for Claudia.
With a natural one? He seems real cheerful about this conversation.
You're taking it really well.
Hmm. If there is
Okay.
nothing else,
I just wanted to. Bye.
okay.
That went well.
She'll just give Tess a very. She'll smile and give a thumbs up, but she's not smiling.
Guys, buried treasure.
Buried
Bye.
treasure.
Treasure?
Nazik needs us to go. He's gonna give us the directions to which gate through the Goldwood so that we can go and find some artifacts. He said he will pay us handsomely. I can't believe I didn't tell him he does everything handsomely. I'm gonna have to save that for next time.
That's really
But
good.
I know, right? Shit. Why am I always clever afterwards? Anyway, buried treasure. Gonna be awesome. I need the money. I mean, you know that I do.
Speaking of, I have 30 gold that we got back from the horses. By the way, I talked to Knuckle, Claudia, and he says that you can just keep peanut butter. Right.
Yay.
She does
Aw.
smile at that.
So he did give
so
us back some
nice.
gold. He also has a little task, hauling some seed, to Darlene's place. If anyone wants to help me with that, you're welcome to.
Literal
but you don't
seed.
have to. Yeah, literal seed, actual like bird seed feed. I
What
don't
did
know.
you think she meant?
Not a metaphor. Anyway, it's fine. I'm sure we can. So we just need to carry heavy stuff.
We have a car. I basically, I'm still borrowing the cart, so we're not going to get as much for it. But I don't think it would be smart to try to carry 400 pounds like on our backs, you know. So if we do it back and forth in the day, we'll get 70 gold. That seems good.
Cool.
Right. There's one thing that I just remembered we should probably do, which is talk to that guy, the lodge, the dragon.
Yeah, but
Right.
we don't.
That's
we should-
evening,
we should
right?
do that. We should do
Yeah,
that.
I just want to make sure it's on the list.
Oh,
They
okay.
said he was here at night, so I figured
Yeah.
we can carry the heavy stuff to the farm, get some gold for Velen.
And then go bother Liam again.
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Hobble, hobble.
No, Claudia,
Maybe.
you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not
Maybe
lifting
Claudia
heavy
should
things,
not
one leg.
try. Well, she could drive the cart.
No. Yeah, sure.
I can-
Yeah.
Yeah, peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
hook up peanut butter to the cart, and Velen and I will put stuff in the back.
I have a 16 strength.
You have
You
one
are
leg.
stronger than me, and
You
yes.
should have your leg by the end of the day. Don't worry, I'm going to get to work on that. I got to build a lot of stuff today.
Really? That's
Yeah.
surprising.
Do you need
fast.
That's what I do.
would an hour's
I will
would an
help
hour's worth
with.
of smartness help you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Thomas.
I'll help. They have a crane cart at the general store. We can get that and wheel it over to Fortuna Station.
Oh, great. Then we get paid
Ah.
more. That's great. Fantastic.
I mean, we're gonna have to rent the crane.
Oh, okay.
So-
well,
Tell
never mind.
Charlie it's for me.
We're still gonna have to rent the
Advantage.
crane. It's a store.
Advantage.
I know. I just want him to know it's for me.
Artie, the fox is cutting so you get an hour of
Smartness.
advantage on int.
Okay. I run downstairs.
Gotta do it now.
Yeah, before Vela loses concentration because she steps on a nail or
She
something.
stubs her toe.
Oh man.
And Velen stuffs her toe and already becomes stupider.
Oh.
No, that works because it works because I have the enhance ability too. I was going to use, but I only have so many spell slots, so
Yeah.
it's definitely going to help.
So you just take one of mine. Hooray! I
Okay.
helped.
With Thomas's help, you go and get the crane cart from the general store, which costs you 10 gold to rent. The crane cart allows you to easily lift the crate of seed into the cart at Fortuna Station.
I see.
You still have to. So in total, you're going to get 60 gold for the delivery of the seed, after
60
paying
gold,
all the
60 gold.
costs.
50 gold is 60 gold. Fine.
Yep.
Sure is.
Still good.
Do we need to make any rolls about it, or can we just do it?
The crane removes the need to roll anything,
Hooray!
Right.
because the crane
Hooray.
you wheel it over there, it lifts the cart, you leave. That's it.
We did
Simple
it.
enough. I did not intend for that to be this big logistical problem that you guys had to solve.
You never know
I never
what
know.
we're gonna latch on. It could have been a pounds of butter.
Yeah.
Oh, the butter bandit.
That was a
Hey,
key
that
break
ended
in that
that ended up
investigation.
cracking a case for us, though.
It
Wasn't
did.
it like
Kind
useful
of.
for us somehow?
Kind of.
Yep.
Because of our nonsense.
Tana
Yeah.
grumbles quietly.
It led us to Tana.
Yeah, let us just.
Yeah.
It was helpful.
You're welcome.
I forgot.
I mean, I was gonna use a bunch of spell slots to like give myself borrowed knowledge, and like Tess was going to do this job on her own, and then put the gold like on Velen's like desk.
Oh, that would have been hot. Too bad.
Instead, they will all work together.
Oh, we'll all look hot.
Well, and also importantly, Tess decided to not do that. That was her first instinct, and she didn't do that. She brought it to her friends instead. Look, character points.
Ooh, character wolf.
It only cost us 40 gold, y'all.
So,
Eh,
She,
Artie,
yes.
let's handle your crafting rolls.
Roll
Okay.
good.
So first thing I'm gonna do to start getting everything taken care of is I am gonna take the plate mail with the volcanic metals or the volcanic whatever it is,
Volcanic steel.
and I'm gonna the volcanic steel, and I have 4 sets of plate mail. I
Mhm.
don't know how many sets it will take for me to melt it down to make the actual leg, but that's the first step of the process I'm gonna do.
1.
1. Okay, cool.
So long as you don't fuck it up.
Yep. Alright, so I'll delete 1 out of the inventory. Do you need a roll for that?
No.
Cool.
Because your Arcana is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
The least
It
you can
is.
do melts down the volcanic steel.
Okay. Cool.
When you do compose the leg out of this volcanic steel material, when it is complete, you have the possibility of granting Claudia resistance to fire.
Oh.
Wow.
Very nice. Just on her leg, though.
No,
No, I'm kidding. I know.
that would be silly.
That would be really funny though.
Only if you take 1 step into fire.
Yep. I think because Claudia already has resistance to fire, this would grant it again, so you'd have quarter. You're a werewolf.
Fire. What?
Do you
Why
not
would
have
that give-
resistance to fire?
There have been a lot of goesings, backseatings, and forthings on what I am and am not resistance to, and then you removed all of the elemental resistances you gave me, so
That's
I
right.
don't have any.
Okay, that is correct.
What
so
is
then,
it?
yes, you would get resistance to fire from this.
I'd love to have it back.
You're BT.
That's only if this works out, so don't write it down yet.
Only if you work out. Yep. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna the one thing I think we talked, I don't remember the exact gold worth, but I am gonna do the same thing with the altar self in the leg. I might add something later, but for now that's kinda all I can afford Banasite wise, with still having I have 550 gold of Banasite right now, between the 250 I had and the
Give you
300.
more.
Roll
I
Arcana.
don't know if roll Arcana. Okay,
Yes.
do I get advantage right now?
You
Yeah.
have advantage on intelligence checks, so yes.
Sweet. A 31.
Jesus.
You can get this accomplished with 200 gold worth of Banasite.
Damn.
nice.
Sick.
Nice. Alright. So I'm gonna do that. I am going to infuse it with the altar self. So I will burn a couple spell slots infusing that in there. So that she could shift with it.
That would require a second level spell slot or 2 first level spell slots.
Yeah,
That would be really silly if I transformed into a wolf and had a human leg attached.
That would be odd. This is very
Okay.
weird loping gate.
Uh,
I mean, it might
Work-wise-
confuse someone for a turn.
so work-wise,
true.
I'm gonna
It's like-
have I have enhance ability up, so I have 2 more second level spell slots and I have 2 third levels, so I can bang out a total of 5 hours of work with advantage.
Okay.
Tess, FYI, also have enhanced. She's doing a different thing, but if the crane is fast, she also has enhanced ability,
We'll come to that when it gets to it. Yeah.
and she will give you guidance whenever you shake.
I have booming blade if that helps.
Tess is
it
happy to
doesn't.
be your assistant on this.
Okay. What am I after I do all that? What am I actually doing? Rolling forward to make the lake.
Okay. Firstly, I need a smithing check.
Okay. I think I have something that gives me extra.
You're an artificer.
Yeah. So my proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check that you use proficiency with the tool. So I am at a plus 14 for any tool.
Yep. Smithing in this case is going to be based off of strength. Because it is
Okay.
a whole ass leg, so it's a big piece of metal.
Okay. So then, okay. So I would do the double proficiency plus my strength.
Yep.
Okay. So it's a plus 9 to these rolls. For this, because Tess is not back yet, I am going to use my once a day guidance.
Okay.
So, and this is an advantage though because it's a strength-based thing, right?
Correct. It is
Yeah,
not based off intelligence.
Okay, so it's gonna be.
This is you literally
this.
building the frame for the leg.
Gotcha. So it's gonna be a D20 plus. Ooh, that's not good. You want an inspo with that? Actually, I'll use an inspo.
I don't have an inspo.
I have 3.
I would if I had one.
I will just straight up.
This is
inspo
where my
that.
inspiration would go.
Problem-
If I
this
had
is-
one.
If I had one.
This is worse.
Woof.
Okay.
5
I'm gonna
plus
keep the
9
first
plus.
one. 5 plus 9 plus 3. That's 17.
It's not bad.
And I'm gonna flash a genius this one
Nice.
to add a plus 5.
So a 22.
So 22.
You're
For
roll
a
the highest.
solid, structurally sound and durable frame, I needed a 20. So
Nice.
it is what you're hoping to make.
Sweet.
You have the framework of the leg complete. It is ready for the bits and bobs to be added.
Babas and coffee?
You don't want that.
No, you do not want that.
That
What
was
am I rolling?
mental illness. Go ahead. I need to know what you're adding next.
So I am going to be infusing the Banasite with it to be able to do the Alter Self spell.
Okay.
Infused into
You have rolled the Arcana to determine how much Banasite you need to use. Now I need you to roll me a Tinker Tools check.
Okay, so that is going to be 5 plus 8, which is going to
13.
be 13.
And you have an
plus- and
advantage
this
because
is-
of the thing.
Yeah, cool. So I'm going to just roll that. 10. Second roll is a 13. So a 13 plus 13.
13. 26.
That's gonna be
26.
26.
You get the runes and Banasite inscriptions inlaid into this framework so well that someone would have to really look to find them. You are confident that were you to hand the leg to Claudia now, it could change as she changed.
Sure.
It is a little
Anything
skeletal
else?
looking now. There is a lot of pieces missing, but
Okay, what I am going to do is I'm going to finish up with the polish work. I'm going to inlay some. I'm going to just take like little bits of sprinkle, maybe like 20 gold worth of Banasite, and kind of make it so it has like a cool design, a little bit of shimmer to it. I'm going to make it look pretty cool.
okay. This is just going to be another Tinker Tools check.
Plus 13. It's 8 for the first, 16 for the next, so 29 for this.
Okay. Yeah. It looks great. It's taken you most of the afternoon to get to this stage. You know that as the volcanic steel of the framework is still warm from your magical alterations, if there is any more changes you wish to make to it, now is the time.
I don't have anything else. I think this is what I'm gonna have to settle on for now. I am going to probably make some modifications in the future, but I think this is looking good. I put all the finishing touches, I polish it up, I put the design on it. Second. Yeah, I think that's about good.
Okay. You know that in the
Perfect take on
future,
it.
if you wish to alter the leg, you're going to have to get the enchantments and such on it back to a working point, which is going to be another roll in the future. But as it is, the leg is ready. The leg is ready to go.
And in that chat as well, I'll put it in our main chat as well. This is what her leg looks like.
Hey.
That looks
Sick.
very cool.
It has a heel to it. That's what the little
Rad.
Banasite leg,
That is cool.
I was going for with it, kind of
I like it.
entailed on there.
Hey, Velen,
Hey.
what are you doing while this is all going on and you've been focusing on the spell?
Well, I was helping with I was writing with the others as we brought the seed to the ranch. In terms of what she was doing as she focuses on maintaining, she was probably playing the panpipes
Okay,
as a focusing tool.
sure.
Not necessarily playing anything in particular, more just like tootling.
Okay. As that happens and the spell ends when you feel the enhance ability wear off, I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Okay.
What is happening?
Stuff.
Loki, I think it's that fucking sword that
I think
we've
it's
been
the sword,
ignoring
too.
for like a year.
We threw off a bridge and then forgot about. Yeah.
I get Echo grin.
Look at him giggle.
18.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's better than the
That's
last
pretty
one.
good. Suddenly, Velen, you remember your dream.
Oh God.
Ooh.
A vision of what happened flows over your view, and you stop playing the panpipes as you remember the stream began in eerie silence. You stood on a cracked, ancient stone bridge that stretches over a vast chasm. The sky above is a deep blood red, the clouds swirling as if in torment, and shadows are flickering at the edge of your vision, and a cold wind carries the faint scent of ash and decay. You feel behind you a presence lurking, watching, and you cannot help but notice your heartbeat quickens. And then you hear it. A menacing growl. It vibrates through the air, rumbling deep in your chest. And from the shadows at the end of the bridge that you stand, you see a hellhound. Its enormous black body, wreathed in smoke and flame. The creature itself seems larger than an elephant as it looks towards you, its red eyes locked upon you with malicious intent.
Like the one
Suddenly,
Cole saw.
a little bit,
Yeah.
its claws scrape the stone. With each step, the ground trembles as though the world itself recoils from its presence. You turn to flee, your heart pounding. But the bridge seems to stretch endlessly before you, no end in sight, as you run. Your legs burn, but you hear and feel the hellhound is closing in, faster with every second. The fear of the chase gnaws at your mind, but you push it away. You've survived worse. Then, as you're running, despite the monster gaining on you, a familiar voice echoes in your head. It's the one whose blood flows through your veins. Let me help you. You don't have to face this alone. You grit your teeth, the words striking a nerve. Your breath is coming in ragged gasps, yet you don't answer. You don't need his help. Why is he offering it now? But the hellhound is gaining. Flames flicker at the edge of your vision, licking at your heels as it charges closer. Its fiery jaws are slamming shut in anticipation. You feel the hot wind press against your back and your legs. As you're running, the bridge beneath your feet begins to crack and crumble, pieces falling away into the abyss below. The chasm beckons, an endless fall into darkness. You hear Dawes speak again, almost pleading. You don't have to fall. Call on me. I will give you strength. But your defiance flares. You won't be bound by Dawes' power, by the chains of a divine fate you never asked for. You clench your fists, feeling the faint flicker of your own strength. The inherited power from your godly lineage. It sparks, but it's weak. fleeting. You try to pull more of it, but you feel it slipping through your fingers, the magic vanishing like sand in the wind. The hellhound is upon you now. Its hot breath searing the back of your neck, the growl reverberating through your bones from its teeth. You stumble, and for the moment, as the stones fall away beneath your feet, you look back. You see the hellhound's massive form towering over you, fire and shadow entwined. Its eyes blaze with savage intent, but there's something deeper in them, something you recognize, a reflection of your fear, your stubbornness, your refusal to bend. Desperation creeps in. Your power is fading. The ground is collapsing. The abyss yawns wide beneath you. And again, you hear Dawes' voice. You cannot do this alone. You refuse. You do not call on for help. You would rather face the hellhound, the flames, the fall, than submit. The hellhound lunges, its fiery teeth closing around you as you look back toward it, around your face, that maw of flame and shadow. And then everything turned to black. And you come out of your vision of the nightmare now, on the cart. The panpipe clattering from your fingers down onto the cart's floor.
Whoa, hey. Velen? You okay?
What?
You were playing and then you weren't.
I was.
Did the Shadowfell get you again? What's happening?
No. No, that wasn't. I don't know if that was a Shadowfell or not. It didn't feel the same. Or did it? I don't know. It was awful. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry for the awful thing that you had nothing to do with?
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I've been wrong. Been wrong before.
About the Shadowfell?
No. I'm sorry. I wasn't sorry to you. That was rude. I had a nightmare and it was weird and I just remembered it. And
You
it was
just
like I was back in it.
That seems odd.
Jesus, Pash. um um I think I need to pray.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, do you want me
But not
to
like no, I just I'm gonna get out of the cart. Just give me like 5 minutes.
Hey, Claudia, stop the cart, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah, peanut butter. Wait, the opposite. Peanut butter.
Whoa.
Whoa, peanut butter.
Oh,
Peanut
God.
butter stops pulling the cart.
Peanut butter's looking at you like, what the fuck?
Mixed signals.
Yeah. Velena's gonna climb down from the cart and she's gonna just step off a little ways into the woods.
As you step off and away, you see something you didn't expect. Standing in the woods, looking at you, is an individual you've never seen before. A red-skinned tiefling with black and red horns and a long black and gold coat is leaning against a tree and looks at you with a... The only way to describe the smile is flirtatious.
Don't do it, it's the Hellhound.
I'm here for it.
Who are
Wait.
you?
That's a good question. You can call me a spectator.
It's another beholder.
You forgot something.
Did I?
You did. I thought I might just do you the favor. He reaches into his coat, and as he pulls it open, he draws a long, black, curved blade. He twirls it by its hilt with a flourish, tosses it forward towards you, where it sinks blade first into the snow. You cannot help but feel a familiarity, but this sword doesn't look like the one you tossed. This one is different. This one somehow looks sharper. But also, clearly it only has one edge. The blade of it is black, with rivulets of red running along the back of it. But it speaks to you, and a part of you that was so long gone. It's like a memory. Like seeing an old friend. Use it well.
So you can watch?
No. Well, maybe a little. He smiles at you, leans away from the tree, walks behind it. You do not see him come out the other side.
He's just hiding.
Yep,
Don't
he's
look
just...
at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
He's not gonna look behind here.
All that stands in you, between you and the clearing and your friends, is the sword calling to you.
Velen takes a deep breath. Then she kneels in the snow. And she prays. Dawes, you're right. I know I can't face this alone.
This is a first.
I know. Were you behind a scary dream, or was that all me? No, you don't have to answer that. I can feel this, and I can still taste the defiance on my tongue, and I don't want it.
The most important thing, and will always be the most important thing, is that things are your choice, not something that I've pushed upon you.
I don't think I ever understood that.
It's a hard lesson.
want to make my own choices. And I'm asking for your help.
Then I'm glad to hear from you. Which I can say is honestly the first time I've said that to you.
Yeah, I think it is. Bella is crying at this point, just without shame, which is unusual for her.
Do you believe you have the ambition, the strength to believe in yourself? Truly. And forgive yourself for all the things that you see as slights to you and to others.
I never did before. But I want to try. And I think I'm worth the effort.
Bash, please.
I'm so sorry, guys.
I love him.
It's funny.
It was hilarious.
If you are willing to try, then I see no reason why not to also try. And perhaps, Velen, we can name you one of my champions.
Oh, God. All right.
But first, you must prove yourself, not just to me, but to you.
What must
Take
I do?
up the sword and kill your party.
Well, don't do that. That wouldn't prove anything to anyone. Reach. You must reach for something that you thought was unattainable. I cannot answer all of your questions.
I know, I was just thinking a divine mission isn't a divine mission if it doesn't come with a fucking riddle.
However, as you are a distant nephew of mine, perhaps some of these rules can be bent a little. But not that one.
That was one of your first lessons, wasn't it? Only play if the dice are loaded in your favor.
It's an important lesson. Fight from advantage. A fool would do otherwise.
And choose your own ground.
I do not choose fools for champions. So I'm expecting some growth from you.
Yeah,
You're off to a good start.
thanks. Guess I'll have to try.
Yes, you will. You do have the unfortunate disadvantage that, unlike most of my other champions, I'm right here.
It's not always a disadvantage.
They might not say so.
They don't know you like I do.
Fair. Now, what are you going to do about that weird sword in front of you?
Ellen casts Moonbeam on it.
The scimitar suddenly glows radiant white, but is otherwise unchanged. You see that the blackness that was along the blade seems to simmer and boil. I need
No.
you to roll me a spellcasting check.
Okay. Could describe the thought process, but I don't. It's whatever. I'm just gonna roll this.
Sure.
Roll the button. Where is it? Whatever. I'm just gonna roll it. Trying to figure out which thing to click on is annoying me.
No worries.
All right, that's an 18.
Total?
Yeah.
Hold on. As the moonbeam and the radiant energy flickers and flares on the blade, where the blade was black and red, you watch as the simmering and boiling blackness suddenly begins to evaporate. And instead, a scimitar sits in the soil, glowing silver and gold.
Yay!
Velen reaches out for it and closes her fingers around the hilt.
It feels remarkably lightweight, deft in your hand. You feel nimbler than you did a moment ago. Do you attune to it? Or do you do an identifying dance, I guess?
I think she'll attune to it. It seems
Well,
right. in
she's
this
just
moment.
trusting it.
You have found a scimitar of speed.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't know what I expected. It wasn't this. But I can work with this.
That wasn't me.
No?
No. I meant
interesting.
that it was a weird sword. I don't know what you just did.
Well, I thought that moon magic would be useful because it's supposed to reveal
It did,
transformations.
it did something.
Eat.
Well, if it's cursed, I'll find out.
Fun.
Okay, boss. Velen stands up and kind of shakes off the snow and wipes her face,
And the
And then
cans
go-
fall out of your pocket.
and then then she casts prestidigitation so that nobody will be able to tell that she has been sobbing like a
Impeccable.
baby. And then she heads back to the cart.
You hear Claudia saying to Tess, "She's been in there for a minute."
Tess
Should we-
Tess is pacing restlessly back and forth in front
Oh,
of the car.
there she is.
Hey guys,
You okay?
You
What
see,
happened?
Velen is holding a gleaming silver and speckled gold scimitar that she did not have before.
Did you find that in the woods? What? Did your dream lead you to treasure? Do we still have to look for treasure?
we
Not
definitely
the
still have to
treasure
look
you were
for treasure.
talking about.
No, this is weird. Dawes doesn't even know what this is. Do you wanna how would we know if I'm cursed?
Uh,
I don't think
mean-
I am. It doesn't feel weird. It feels zippy.
oh, do you
Foundry,
know how to use that?
this is what it looks like, by the way. This is what he looked like, the spectator.
Ooh,
Oh, shit.
I do whatever he told me to do.
I mean,
I'm sure you would.
sure
Wait,
is-
where is it? Oh, there it
is
is.
it-
Okay.
Wait, but is it the same? Why would it be cursed? It looks so pretty. Is it the same? So what? I mean,
It's not the same. It's definitely. It feels. I don't know.
You could dance about it.
I could, but I already attuned to it. So I mean,
I
I think
don't see him.
It's in the
Okay.
chat.
He's in
He
the
put it in the
chat for
chat.
this.
I mean, I could
One
I
person.
could cast. I mean, I'm more powerful than I was. I could restore you to see if it does anything. It might be
I don't.
kind of a waste.
Would that do it?
Oh,
I thought it was kind of a waste.
well, I mean, bestow
Anyway,
remove
look-
curse didn't always. Okay.
I mean, look. The worst that happens. No, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Anyway,
What did you pray about?
I prayed about my scary dream. But that. Well,
It was
Okay.
that scary that you had to pray about it, huh?
it was well, kind of. But then there was this hot guy who gave me a sword, and then he disappeared, and that was weird.
What? A hot guy gave you you had a bad dream, and then a hot guy gave you a sword.
I had a bad dream last night. I remembered it just now. And at first I thought
Okay.
it was the sword that we threw off the bridge, but it looked different. And then I cast magic on it, and it changed color.
Why did you cast magic on it?
Because I thought Moonbeam reveals transformed things. And I thought that if it was the old sword, if it had transformed, it would go back and I would know it was the old sword. But then it became this other, much cooler thing. And when I picked it up, it didn't feel like the old sword. It feels zippy.
You stop swinging that around and getting nervous.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that's the transfer. It feels zippy? What do you mean by zippy?
I can fight faster with it.
Oh. Well. I mean, that's good.
Like someone who could stab as a bonus action.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't understand, but I love it.
Yeah.
Did Dawes tell you?
Dawes says
What
he
you
has
really-
no idea. He said it's weird.
No, not about the sword. I mean about your dream.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
What did he say?
It's gonna be okay. That's not what he said. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but you seemed really worried before. Velen,
I dreamed about
Okay.
defying my god, and it made me unhappy. So we had a talk.
Okay. I've
it was
never
a-
known you to need to stop everything and pray. I'm usually the...
Well, it was a lot. And I don't, just because I never chose a path didn't mean... Anyway, I've made a lot of mistakes, and I didn't want that to be one of them, and I dreamed it very hard, and I don't know why. And he said it had to be my choice, and I agree with that, so I
What
think
had
it's
to be
okay.
What had to be your choice?
Anything I do. If I choose to serve him, it's because I did, not because he said. That was the important part.
Yeah, that is the important part.
I don't know what the sword has to do with anything, or where the guy came from.
Maybe the sword and the guy aren't related.
I mean, sure. I don't.
Weird shit happens around here.
That's true.
And around us.
Sometimes it
That's
happens around
true.
us.
That's true too. But anyway, Dawes said he didn't know about the sword, so I think it's something different. I just don't know what.
Well,
Tell him
And I
I said
dreamed
it was
about a-
weird, because it was. I didn't do
I'm
that.
It
proud
is
of you for
weird.
talking to your God. I'm proud of you for talking to your God.
I talk to him all the time.
Oh, I know, but
Respectfully.
I know you do. But this time you. Let me put it this way. I'm proud of you for listening to your God.
Ooh.
Okay, well, don't tell him you said that. I'm just gonna get on the cart now. We've got seed to move.
I'm
We
gonna-
do have seed.
I'm gonna help Velen up, and as I do that, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on. And give her this is more for flavor than anything, but it's gonna be Owl's Wisdom, and usually it's like usually the three eyes, and it is the three eyes, but instead of being in the Jamino pattern, they're 1, 2, 3, like a ladder.
Ooh. That's cool.
I understood that reference.
You fucking lost me.
Dawes' symbol is a ladder with a
Dawes
star.
does.
Oh, I didn't. know.
Dawes really likes vertical
He likes
He
ladders.
does like
okay.
he does like ladders.
Carpenter.
climbing
Roofer.
instruments.
He's a very upwardly mobile sort.
Up the ziggurat, lippity split.
Yes.
As you bring the seed to the Barrow household, it is delivered. You return. We are going to push the clock forward a little bit because we did spend quite a bit of time on that. But we move
Sorry.
on to the party.
I derail us for like personal crisis. while
No,
we're
it's
trying
all
to-
good. I
No, that was great.
yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
I saw real character growth.
Yeah.
I
Before
can't
we,
believe you're gonna make me take a fucking level of paladin.
I'm not gonna make you do anything.
That's the
Ah,
whole
shut up.
point. It's Velen's choice.
Fucking shit.
I didn't expect you to do that from that dream. I just expected something to happen. Anyway,
Yeah.
You return to the house with some gold in your pocket from Old Knuckle. Artie, you literally just finished the leg at this point. It's evening, maybe about 7 o'clock, when the party reconvenes at number 3 Walker Way.
I don't know how many more years I have of days like this.
Lane pipe.
I appreciate it.
Ma'am, where did you hear that phrase?
I heard you say it when you guys were walking away.
Oh.
He's very good at it.
Thank you.
Really?
Oh, yes.
It's about dinner time, huh? Let's get something
No,
figured out.
you don't want to talk to Thomas about it?
No, not really.
Shit.
Thank you.
Very well.
Somebody
Is
help
lane
me.
pipe important?
What do you
Somebody
need?
help
Oh,
me.
yes.
What do you need, Artie?
I crack the door open and you see me trying to drag this shit up the stairs. It's about the
Oh,
size of me.
Artie,
Hey, good. Let me
Oh,
help you with that. Let me help you with that.
Just sort of leave this conversation.
Mind is back.
Don't take a,
All right.
do not
threw
take
it
a
out.
step in my basement, Gideon.
Yeah, she needs that.
Okay, somebody here.
Gideon came up to you.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
helping. I'm helping.
Okay. Holy shit. I think it's done.
Oh. Ow.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah,
Oh, looks
that's
great.
it. Just a oh.
I
Spent a
mean,
fucking day on this thing.
Can I try it?
Holy shit! Yeah, put
That
it
looks
on.
fucking awesome.
I would
So,
really
like,
like the peg leg back, please.
It's all yours.
She'll thump
Yeah,
over,
fuck yeah. To even trade.
pop it off,
I don't think so.
All right.
and
So I don't know if everything I did worked. I tried using that volcanic metal. I did use the volcanic metal. I didn't try. You may or may not be fine with some fire around you. Maybe it might not hurt as much. I don't fucking know. I tried to make
It
it
won't
like
make it worse, will it?
No, if anything, it's gonna make it better.
Okay.
So it won't hurt as much. Also, you could shift with it.
Okay.
And
Great.
I gave it a cool design. You see that little stripe and shit?
I see
and,
the Guy
the
Fieri
bandit
flame design on it. That's really cool.
No, I
It
wouldn't
looks-
that off. That was a joke.
Who's Guy Fieri?
a famous
It
bard.
was a famous. Yeah.
Oh,
Makes
I haven't
make
heard of him.
sandwiches.
It looks incredible, Artie.
But yeah,
Uh,
a little
Claudia will-
pizzazz to it. I gave you a heel. I've never seen you wear heels, but you know, you can start trying.
She'll
Well,
pop
I
off
forget.
the peg leg and hand it over to Artie and
Thank you.
It kind of
lock in her nub.
as it like it's.
So
you
I would like to,
go
I
ahead.
would like to say when she goes and puts it to her leg, since it is magically infused item, as you see that little shimmer of the Banasite blue, and it seamlessly attaches to where it's just leg into it, and it almost looks like it has like a boot, like the top of a boot cover would like kind of overlap a little bit. But if
Mhm.
you were to peek in, it's seamless.
Oh, snug. You got the measurements perfect.
I, just take a few steps. You're not gonna walk all bow-legged, right?
I don't hope not.
Well, I'll try. I didn't really. I
Sure.
kind of eyeballed it.
You eyeballed it.
She'll
Ever
test.
ever
Step.
since you lost your leg, you've felt phantom pains as if you had small cramps in your calf or your toes, where you were trying to move them and they were like balled up in a fist of your toes. And that's gone now.
No fist.
You feel it doesn't feel exactly like your leg, but you feel the floor. And that's new.
Whoa. This is magic.
hmm
Can I take a few steps?
The ankle bend, right?
You move back to your normal speed.
Oh, yeah, buddy. She is going to run outside.
You do so.
I think it works.
I'm for
She's
champagne.
you see like through the open doorway, just
Another incredible invention by Artie.
Artie,
She
you didn't see it coming, but Thomas sweeps you up in a hug.
Oh.
Oh shit.
That's
I'm gonna be
cute.
honest. I wasn't sure if all that was gonna work, but yeah, no, it's good.
Oh, I
It's
was.
perfect.
You did good.
Artie, come on. Of course it was gonna
Uh-huh.
work.
I love you,
I
you
You're the
little
best
shit.
inventor there is, remember? Remember?
Oh.
Inventor?
gave her a nice
Sam,
little heel so she looks
Pain.
fancy and shit now. She can
Champagne.
like open a dress.
What's your
Champagne.
I don't know.
Okay, you gotta let me down. I got more stuff to do. Okay, bye. And I
What?
go back down to the basement.
Artie, no, we're celebrating.
I gotta make more stuff.
Artie,
Claudia,
okay.
as
Okay,
you're
bye.
running,
Honestly, I
Love
kind
you,
of have to
Rebecca.
go back to the outsider's witness again.
Wait. Before you do that, though, how much did you make from all of your haul? Like, what? How much of that debt are we paying down?
I need about hang on, let me look at my numbers.
You hear me yell from downstairs. I'm broke now.
Yeah. I need another basically another 2,000.
Oh my god, that's so much.
What? We only borrowed 3,500.
What?
We borrowed 3,500. We had 1,500 of our own gold.
Oh.
So you should be
I was trying to save up to
2,700.
5,000, so I'm a fool.
No, we borrowed 3,500 because we sold a bunch of shit and got about 1,500 gold
Yeah,
worth.
we
Okay.
both, yeah.
All right, I'm at 3,168 right now.
400 gold off.
So, okay.
We're only 400 away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can give you
But-
that.
You just have 400 gold?
Yeah.
I
I
had.
kept telling Artie that
almost-
he could take any of I have 800 gold. I
I
was
had
waiting to volunteer this, so I can do that. I give you 400, and I'm going to toss 200 down the steps of the cellar because Artie's down there already, so that I
Am I
can
a
help
stripper?
pay for.
Yes.
Yes. So there's
Um,
200 gold rolling down the steps, and Claudia will hand over 400 to you, Velen.
Oh, okay. So now I just need to get to the bank.
Yeah.
Where's the closest bank?
We don't have one in Endsmeet, do we?
No, we don't. Though,
Oh, please
old
don't say
Knuckle.
Please
No,
don't say no.
calm down. Fortuna Station will handle deliveries anywhere, so you can arrange for a messenger to bring gold to a bank if you require. That's how we've been doing it.
I have this terrible fear that it's gonna go horribly wrong.
Just talk to old Knuckle.
I'll talk to Old Knuckle. I also want to spend some amount of money on I need like 500 gold worth
You
of
need
incense
fuck?
and ivory strips.
Whoa.
Pay off
What?
your debt or buy some strips.
No, I mean the debt obviously has to come first.
What do you need the strips for?
I have a spell I want to cast on the sword.
Well. Wait, what does that mean?
I have a spell that will tell me the story of the sword,
Oh,
but I need a lot of money for it because the ingredients are expensive. It's a very powerful spell.
How much do you need for it?
I need 4 ivory strips worth 50 gold each and 250 gold worth of incense.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't have that much, but I can
It-
help with some of it.
Well, it's not an emergency unless it turns out it's cursed.
Okay, we're gonna restore the sword. I think we should just restore the sword. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. We're
I don't know that there's anything. I mean, I don't want you to waste all of that.
I would rather waste 100 gold of diamond dust than you're worrying me, Velen.
I don't think it is. It doesn't have the vibe, but I'm also worried because, a random hot guy gave me a sword.
Well, I
I
don't.
love it when that happens.
well,
Does that
what
happen?
No, it was
to you?
Penn, not Claudia.
Random hot guy.
It's
I
a
don't know if I
little
trust-
late to
It is
be
late.
worrying about spell components. The Outsider's Witness is not open anymore.
Yeah.
Plus, we have to talk to the dragon,
Yeah.
which I remembered we had to do.
And I want to buy sparkling wine so that we can celebrate your leg.
We can do that at the lodge.
Exactly.
Maybe just run near, have champagne.
Yes.
He must have. Yeah.
How's it? It's sparkling.
What do you mean?
How do they make it sparkle? With glitter, I think.
All right. Gideon
Do you
accepts
know,
that.
I've never really considered the means by which they distill champagne.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into
It
that.
means it's fizzy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how would they do that? Do they have a machine for that, or is it magic?
I mean, you can aerate stuff mechanically, I say. Above table.
But how?
Tana doesn't know.
Is it magic?
She'll
Okay.
figure it out, though, I bet.
She's smart.
Yep,
Okay.
probably. I don't know.
Let's go to the place. Lodge.
To the
Yeah.
pub.
Woohoo!
Artie, come celebrate with us.
Okay, so
No, I
y'all-
gotta work.
No, come
Artie.
say hi to River. Come on, now.
No. I'll burn 25 gold worth of stuff to arcane lock my door if you guys try to force me out right now.
You little shit.
Tess won't force you, but
Alright.
I'll lock it. I'll
Okay,
lock it.
alright.
I swear to God.
Artie,
Just let him do
please.
some-
Got shit to do. Just let me get all this done. I have the itch.
We can
been so
bring
long
him
since I had my workshop.
tomorrow.
Okay, let me downstairs for 1 second. Okay.
Nope. I'm getting ready to
I'm gonna
cast it.
I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
I'm
That's
gonna
it.
cast it.
Tess, you need to respect boundaries. He's a grown man. Come on, let's go.
Wait, let's make a little Artie statue while we drink, and we can give it to him after we drink.
There you go. Make an effigy, and then we can
Yeah.
Burn it.
throw in a lake. Damn, Claudia.
Yeah, whoa.
I hear effigy. I think fire. When
That's
Claudia
dark.
joins the group to go to
Well, that's the trauma, babe. Come on.
Yeah, to the lodge, she's going to shift into her wolf form, so she can trot along with her new little leg.
Oh,
Test it out.
woo.
It doesn't feel like you're missing a leg.
And she figures she's probably not going to be useful in the conversation with the dragon, so she just, while they're like sitting and everybody's drinking, she'll just have her head on Thomas's lap.
What a good Artie. It finally
Just
happened.
doging.
Bash is driving Emily out of the house.
He must flee.
Okay. 1 moment while I pull all of you into Cedarkin Lodge. Artie, you're not going, you said?
I'm not. I messaged you when I'm gonna be done. No
Okay.
rush.
Well, I've got
I'm
you
his
on the
own
map
party.
just so you can see what's happening.
Flapjack and strippers. I meant blackjack.
Flapjack and strippers.
Flapjack and strippers. Strippers and
Pancakes
pancakes.
and
Great.
strippers.
Naked
What a-
Babas and flapjacks.
Babas and coffee.
Okay.
There's a whole new term to the word babas.
You don't even know what babas are.
Yeah, but the term is new.
Okay. You guys make your way over to the Cedarkin Lodge. As you do... Hold on. Let me pull... Okay. It's been a while since we've seen this map, huh?
I humbly request my doggo form.
I don't have an icon for that.
I will send you one.
Okay.
I thought I already did.
No.
Silly me.
That's going to take me a while, but you can link it in Discord chat so people can see what it looks like.
I'll do that.
Okay. Okay. As you guys arrive at the Cedarkin Lodge, it is warm inside, which is a nice, pleasant change. And as you enter, all of you see River, aka Grace, near the bar top in front of Drenyer, and she's pouring out of casks into a couple mugs, and she turns and looks at you all, and she says, "Oh, hey!
Hey, River.
It's
Hey, darling.
took y'all long enough to get here?"
We had to have a fight with a gnome.
What?
Artie is being real insistent about being in it.
Little
I
shit.
think she meant get you guys home. Yeah. How's
Sorry.
it going tonight?
Oh, pretty quiet. Not too busy. And Drenyer is just like nodding as she's talking.
Dude, it's Shelby.
You do
Yeah.
see at the table.
Oh.
Hey, Shelby.
And also an evil-looking motherfucker. So I'm gonna make some guesses here.
Our buddies.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
tolerates us.
Drenir looks at you
River,
all
you're
as you
so
enter.
cute. Oh my god.
She's so pretty.
I hadn't seen her yet.
You've seen
No,
her token
we
before.
I haven't.
Oh,
I
well,
refuse
So
to believe you.
She's
okay.
adorable.
If I saw her,
Been
it
a
was like
while.
8 months ago, dude. I have ADHD.
It's been a long
have
time.
mercy. Have mercy upon me.
As Drenir's about to open his mouth, River like points at him, and then to you guys she says, "Do you want to sit at the long table or couches?
Couches.
Couches.
What'll it be?"
How did Artie get here?
Sparkling
He's not here. He's just
wine
his
Oh.
icon's here to see what's going on.
is what we want.
Champagne. Champagne. some
Champagne.
sort of-
All right.
There's
Yes,
two
ma'am.
Vellens.
There are.
I'll get you a couple bottles. Where's the other villain? Why are there two villains? What the hell?
They're linked.
I don't
They're
know, honey.
linked to
There.
yeah.
Don't ask questions.
Can somebody pour champagne into a little bowl and put it on the floor, please?
Oh
Ma'am.
my god. You all notice, which you've all noticed before, but Claudia's wolf form is a black wolf now.
Aww.
Yeah.
You wed.
Yeah, the wed's gone.
Thomas
Shaking my damn head.
doesn't seem shaken, but he does seem surprised by it. And as like you mentioned that you do rest your head on his lap, he's just kind of strokes the fur behind your ears and he says, "It's not a bad look." So
If you
he's,
dye the tips red, you could be like a balayage wolf.
There's just a low whine from Claudia in response.
Get like a mohawk going.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
but yeah, Thomas and Claudia are there. Tana is, you know,
She
Happy
also
to
puts
sit.
her head in Gideon's lap.
yeah.
She can sit. Yep.
It's the worst.
Velen has chosen the awkward in between the couple seat.
I didn't choose sit. I
Good
got
for
two
her.
couches first.
Yeah. Listen.
You know, I want you all to know for the record that when Echo, Sao, and I go out to eat, she always picks the spot between me and Echo. Which is like,
No, I
Nice.
don't.
Every
not on
time.
purpose. She just sits there and we're just like, okay. Every time.
It is very funny that's both
It
in
is not-
character and IRL.
Not every time.
No, the other times it's your dad.
Yeah. Anyway, so you are given 2 bottles of champagne which are ice cold, and each of you are handed
Down next to this
glasses.
fucking weird guy.
I
Yeah.
said couches, then I neglected to move my token, and so I accept my fate.
As you all sit down, and the pale, black-haired, green-eyed individual is looking over at you all, and you see he has like a tumbler of whiskey that he's been basically nursing. It's been a while.
We're back.
That's the first time you've ever heard him speak,
Mm-hmm.
Gideon.
Damn.
Safe travels, it looks like.
Well, that's.
For a given definition of safe.
You
Yeah.
do seem mostly here. And he's like looking at Claudia in wolf form with a metal leg.
Cheers.
You are missing one. Tall fellow, Goliath in nature.
He has other stuff to do.
Well, they gained
He also
me, so it's okay.
Kind of. He
Oh,
also
did
kind
he
of
not
died.
remember me? I talked to him. What a
Yeah,
scum.
the tall fellow.
He's... Calm down, Artie. We're getting there.
I'm gonna be so upset if he forgot about me.
No one could forget you already, whether they liked it or not.
He came down with a slight case of death, and he's taking care of it elsewhere.
I refuse to go.
Well, good to hear he got better. Will he be joining us in our endeavor in a few weeks?
Doubtful.
You are confident in your abilities without him, then?
Yes.
Good. Quaint little town, this.
We like it.
Have you been enjoying it?
Oh, yes. Are you okay,
Insight
Gideon?
check?
So yeah, I'm fine. All right. Well, I mean,
We
I only
haven't
got.
been introduced.
No, we haven't. I've seen you around though.
Toriax.
I'm Gideon. Nice to meet you. Oh, this is
It
Tawna
is. And
and
Tana's.
Thomas. No, I got you.
I
got you.
introduced myself to me.
Yeah.
My immersion.
So aren't we? What's this business? I heard something about a hunt.
Mm-hmm. Do you know the name 2-6? Roll history, Gideon.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Making a roll. What the heck?
DC's like 8.
I sound
Well,
like-
I rolled a 2. So nope.
That just kind of went over your head. Like,
A Torok, like a dinosaur hunter. Anyways, no, I don't say that in character. I was kidding.
So good. It's such a good game.
Kenny was like, no, I don't think so.
she's a matronly green dragon. Lives east of here.
Oh.
Well, not as far east as you might like.
That's the truth.
I have made arrangements with your friends here. Her territory will become mine.
Hopefully, a little further east.
That is part of the agreement that I leave Endsmeet alone.
All right, good deal.
I notice the little wormling slaughterer is not around.
The audacity.
Yes.
He has work to do.
I'm sure he does. Should I choose to have any offspring, I will remember his face.
The baby killer.
Honestly, that's probably smart.
No, as part of the deal, I would leave this quaint little hovel alone. Though I admit I have gone from, well, appalled to comfortable.
Yeah,
It's the whiskey, isn't it? It's good whiskey.
It is. It is good whiskey.
Yeah, been making lots of improvements.
A Stillwater brew, as your tender insisted on telling me.
Good job.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Charmer.
Upsell.
So is this plan generally still the same? You want us to lure out the priestess?
Yes.
Okay.
We must wait for her to awaken from her rage-induced slumber.
Rage? What?
Like, weird.
I'm sorry.
Usually make me sleepy.
The priestess? Not the priestess. The dragon.
Yes.
The verdant death. We're waiting for. Okay.
She went about on a furious slaughtering spree through the eastern woods, consumed many people,
Sure did.
and had
You
to
did
sleep
already.
it off. Once she's awake, that is when we strike.
Do you know where to find the priestess?
Yes. We will wait till the day of, before I reveal that information.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Don't
I
want
do-
too many variables going astray.
Agreed. Do any of you speak Goblin?
Yeah,
Yeah. The.
I do.
Already did.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's true.
do?
Fucking
Okay.
take this from me, Hellfrog.
Hey, we
You're not
tried to
here.
get you to come.
From what I understand, the priestess is a hobgoblin.
Ah,
Interesting.
Oh.
well, we'll have RD2 for that, so it'll be all right. I won't actually have to dirty my tongue with it.
Ooh.
Is there an issue?
With what? Goblins? Do you know any
Hob-
goblins?
There were
Hobgoblin.
some
Hobgoblin.
cobs that were hunting on the road. on the way here.
Should I care about this?
Probably not.
I
They've
don't
just
know.
been
I mean,
active. They've just been active lately, and I wondered if it was related to the priestess.
they seemed really hell bent on hurting us in particular.
Have
I
you
wonder
seen
if it
you?
is related.
Well, you guys make a lot of enemies.
You look armed. You look well equipped. You look like a viable target for anyone searching for equipment.
I do make delicious bait.
Yes, you do, villain.
The amount of magic bristling from your clothes is a little bit on the hilarious side. I'm surprised it's taken this long.
I mean, that's fair.
Were I more material driven, well, things might be different.
I appreciate your restraint.
I'm sure you do. I am pleased to see you all alive and well here once more, though. I do hate it when plans go astray and I must reorganize.
It's the worst.
You can find me here in the evenings. But in the meantime, I find I have done enough socializing for today.
Most relatable you've ever been.
I know, right? Big introvert mood.
I
Velen
bid you
doesn't get it.
all good night. And Turiax gets up, kind of gives you all a head dip, and walks out the door.
Honestly, like, least morally questionable deal we made the entire time we were gone.
Damn.
So, I'm sorry. What was your deal with that remarkably dangerous sounding fellow that you mentioned was a dragon?
So there's another dragon.
And
and
we
he
know about
wants-
the other dragon.
He wants her territory. So the deal that we made was he doesn't kill and eat us.
Or anyone in Endsmeet.
Or anyone in Endsmeet. He leaves Endsmeet alone, and we kill the Verdant Death, and he gets her territory.
Where-
At least this part.
Where's the hob?
He also-
Okay. Where's
he
the
also
hobgoblin
helps
come in?
us. He also helps us kill the Verdant Death.
Right,
The
there's the-
hobgoblin is a priestess. The hobgoblin is a priestess of this other dragon, and so the plan is to use that priestess to
Yeah, they
lure
worship
this
her and shit.
dragon. Yes,
Oh, that's all.
and we're helping, like the distraction, basically. And then the dragons will come fight, and will help, and then Endsmeet will be safe. And if we don't do that, probably this other dragon that's in a rage state because her baby is dead, will probably burn up Endsmeet anyway. So this seems like a better plan.
Poison?
Poison. Yeah,
poison.
acid. Poison for green. Yeah.
So, there's
But,
likely not any burning, but a horrible form of pickling, I think.
Oh, well, yes.
That's
Okay,
very
no,
evocative, babe.
I do my best.
I'm glad Artie wasn't here because he insists on throwing me under the bus every time that friggin' conversation comes up.
I wish you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, next time he does it, just bring one of the horses in.
No, hey.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna make a little Artie statue.
Yeah.
By the way, anybody who drinks the champagne, make a con save.
Oh yeah.
Can I drink some of the champagne?
Yeah,
Did anyone pour a little bowl for Claude?
Thomas,
sure Thomas-
absolutely did.
Fuck yeah. Con save?
Yep.
That's a 10.
Velen, you're buzzed.
That's 21.
Okay,
14.
so I'm making this performance check to make this at disadvantage.
Okay. The champagne is delicious. It has a very mild alcohol burn to it and otherwise tastes remarkably fruity.
Okay, it's still a pretty good statue.
Yeah, it is. It looks like Artie. In whatever form you want him to be.
It's a little bit with the from the parchment that she has on her art pad, sort of like a papier mâché, except with adding some of just a little bit of the marvelous pigments so that it'll actually take on some color and shape
Yeah.
and be a little, just like a little arty figurine.
You are aware that the marvelous pigments will... Okay. It's fine. You make it out of the marvelous pigments. We're not going to get into
So
the
it's
details
basically an arty Funko Pop.
of that.
Basically.
Cut out.
Nice.
Cute.
Okay.
We will toast it.
Velen, you are the one who gets the most drunk, which is not that drunk. You're buzzed with a little bit of head
She's
rush to it.
clearly having fun with this champagne.
Yeah. Everybody else, you like the champagne warms you from the inside out, and you get that mild buzz going. It's very pleasant. You don't drink this champagne to get wasted, or you drink a lot of it, and people look at you funny because of your decisions. Either way, you enjoy a pleasant evening in Cedarkin Lodge once the dragon leaves. And River is happy to stop by and chat with you guys while she's on shift. But finally, after like a couple, maybe like an hour, Shelby, my
That's what I was
trick,
going to ask.
steps
Is she
away from the
avoiding
table
us?
and kind of doesn't sit down, but she looks at you all and she says, "It's good to have you all back."
Nice to see you.
Is Artie okay?
He's just in the
He's
working
working.
mode,
Right.
so he's fine. He's just building something.
Why, you miss him?
No.
Insight check. Dog, insight check.
Go ahead. Roll an
50.
insight check. When she asks why you miss him, Shelby actually looks like annoyed. Like, why the fuck would she miss that guy?
Hey, it's just
This
something
is-
you
this is-
do when you see
this
a
is
group
why
of
the
people
te-
and one of
this is-
them's gone. You're like, where's the other one?
He was just trying to be nice.
This is why the tone. She was joking.
This is why she doesn't like us.
Tess was okay.
Didn't somebody almost get her killed?
Yeah, somebody
you.
did.
You.
It was
Not
probably
me.
you.
It was
Yeah,
me.
you.
and
No,
Velen.
no.
Tess
It was
joking.
you and me,
And
and
Simic.
the one of the Simics that died.
One of the Simics.
Oh, the one
Was
we had
it
for 3 sessions?
The druid, yeah.
Courser.
Yeah.
The Courser
Neo.
death. Yeah.
Neo.
Neo.
Damn.
Anyway, glad you're back.
Pour one out for
Thomas.
Neo.
Thomas has been real fucking mopey.
Aw.
And then she just like nods and then makes her way out of the bar.
Can
Wow.
dogs laugh?
Bye, Shelby.
Yeah?
What does a dog laugh sound like?
I'm not doing one.
Make it. You're the dog, Pen. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, you're the
Claudia
roleplay it.
dog laughs.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Gets
what it
my
sounds
vote.
like. I reserve the right to do this as your DM. That's a dog.
Ugh. Scooby fucking Doo over here.
Anyway, with that note, as you guys are relaxing in Cedarkin Lodge after your first day back and lots of downtime events settled and sorted, that is where we will end tonight's session.
Good RP session.
Oh yeah. I'm whole again.
You
Thank-
have a leg.
You have a leg.
You have two. Or
I got
You
four.
have 2 legs to stand on.
I got my peg leg back. That's the real new.
All right. Sorry, I was holding on to it so selfishly.
You say that until we need it again.
That's true. We didn't think we'd need it the first time.
You guys
and
made
stuck
you
it
guys
on
made
my
fun of me
nub.
the first time I kept it.
True. We did.
Okay. As we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you all for playing with me. And to those of you who are at work or at home watching, hi Pen, hi Emily, hi everybody else, we love you all. Before we end, we must get the player's vote for inspiration, because I think you've spent all of it.
Good chunk of it, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to start at the top. No, we always start at the top. We're going to start at the bottom. Sal, who did something
Me?
you liked?
Well, everybody did something I liked, but I mean, but we always say that. I'm going to give it to Pen, for the scene with Claudia and Thomas, and just like I felt like it was a really sort of concrete look at where she is emotionally and like the points where she has grown and the points where she's sort of taking responsibility for her own choices, and I thought that it was really good. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And next, the one with so many letters in her name, Emily.
I'm gonna give it to Velen for the not just the prayer, because the prayer was great, but also just the impulse pray, the like kind of running away from the cart and just doing it then. Like that was such an interesting scene and such a clear delineation. It was such a clearly like it was such a clear thing that actually rattled Velen, and we don't really rattles Velen. And it felt like a really clear decision of like, okay, I am making I am choosing to make a different choice. And I'm really excited to see where that goes.
All right. Next, Pen.
It's me. I obviously have to give it to Artie for making me a kick-ass leg.
It was a kick-ass leg.
I'm
It was a
gonna
kick-ass leg.
stomp so many heads with this thing.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it looks awesome too.
Does look
looks
very
rad.
cool. All right, Health Frog.
I'm also going to give it to Velen for just seeing her kind of embracing her relationship with Dawes finally, I think was interesting because she's kind of as a character been one that I don't think really has a good guiding star, right? Like she's just kind of going along because she can't be home. So it was
Literally
nice.
a special being does not
Yeah.
have a guiding star.
Yeah, it was nice to see her kind of like make a character choice about like what she wanted to do with her gifts.
Thank you.
All right. And last but not least, Dooch.
I want to give Velen's whole thing was super dope, and she already won the player vote. So I'm going to give it to Frog for just all the little things that Gideon says and how much I miss Gideon, and just the quick, dry, witty remarks on everything. Like spot on.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Spot on.
I missed our dad.
Yeah, he's real quick. He's great.
All right. So the votes have it. Velen, Sal, you've earned a point of inspiration for your performance today. Well
Yay.
done. I want to thank you all for playing with me once again. I love you all, and I wish you
Love you too.
a good
Yeah,
night.
thank you.
Good night.